Hold on. Let me go live first. All right, we are live. Say that one more time.
Okay, so my cousin posted like these pictures.
No, you can put it on first.
Oh, okay. So she posted these pictures from a photo shoot at the beach. And somebody commented and they was like, I want to lick the sand out of every crevice of your ass. And I was just confused because she don't know that man. Well, so these comments did not surprise me.
Some guys are simps out there, and they are very, forward.
That's simp behavior.
That's some simp behavior.
I just thought that was weird.
We don't condone that on this side. All right, so welcome to Overdose, everybody. I'm your host Don Jaye. I have a special guest here with me today. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Compatibility. Most people just call me Tasia.
Tasia. Yo, okay, what's up? How you doing? Yes, this is live for anyone that's joining that's about to. So yes, we are about to do the video Fresh and Fit reaction of textbook example of a girl capping about arousal. Now, before we can get started about this video, I got a couple of questions. What, in your opinion, from your perspective, makes yourself get aroused by someone? What turns you on, basically? I mean, rephrase that.
Okay, well, first off, it's just that initial sexual attraction. Okay. But you know how I told you about game? Okay. Game is really just like that number one thing to me. Like, if you got game and you come to me with this smooth, this smooth demeanor, and I was like, oh, like, yeah, this is things to me. Okay. I feel like the way you convey the things you want to do and the way you communicate with me, that's just kind of like where it gets me. Okay. But I'm also like a big like physical touch type person. Okay. So like I'm real big on like foreplay and all the like the touching and all. Yeah, I'm one of those. Okay. So even let's talk about like personality or looks wise. What is the thing that turns you on the most? Oh. The thing that turns you on the most. And I'm just checking the audio and stuff right now. Honestly,
go ahead. Speak your truth.
I like a big neck.
Wait, what?
Okay, so you know how guys that are athletic, they got these broad shoulders and these big necks. Okay. Oh, okay.
The fuck?
Textbook example.
Okay.
Derrick Henry from Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
My cousin and I always talk about his neck.
Okay.
He's just got the way it just flows in together. Like, he just, like.
I don't get it. So that's really a turn on for you. Yes. Is a guy with some broad, I'm guessing broad shoulders, broad neck, just wide in general.
Yes. 185 to 210.
She got a weight as well. She got a height and weight. For those that's not watching, what is your height thing that you told me on another video?
I prefer my men between 5'11" and 6'6". Okay. And
no shorter, no taller.
We didn't say no shorter, no taller. We just said that some men are meant for other women.
That means for you, no shorter. Political correctness. I'm not having it today. Nope. I'm calling BS on all that shit. So for you, it can't be no shorter than 5'11".
I've talked to guys shorter though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Let's differentiate talk to and smashed or dated. So talk to.
I haven't had sex with me.
That's shorter than 5'11".
Yes.
Okay. Would you now today?
No.
And going forward in life, then of course. So 5'11" is shorter. But hold on, I got a question. So how would you know? Like, how would you know he's 5'11" versus 5'10"?
Y'all be lying. So I would say I asked, but it's more so of just like I can kind of look at a guy and be like, especially so I'm good at finessing them dude into the mirror.
The fuck? Finessing the dude.
So we can stand side by side. We be like this, and I be like,
oh, how much taller he is?
I be looking, I be like, yeah, and I put on a heel, and I might even pop up a tippy toe. I be like, okay.
Just to see that he's still taller than you.
Yeah, all right, yeah. It might be 5'10" to 3/4, but we can make it work.
I got you. That makes sense. No, that makes sense.
I would definitely finesse you into a mirror.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna check, cause like it rings in my head
Okay.
It like and that sounds so superficial. And I'm so sorry.
No, it's not. No. Let's keep it all the way real on this side. That's not superficial. That's just your preference. Over here on this side, we don't like fat bitches. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. We don't like fat bitches. We don't like stinking bitches. We don't like none of that over here. So let's just keep it a buck. So you don't like short niggas. You don't like niggas that are below the height of 5'11" ish.
Yeah, because I'm 5'6.5". So when I put on a heel, I'm gonna be around that 5'10" range.
Got you. And so you want somebody that's a little bit taller than that.
I just don't want to be taller than you, honestly.
Got you. On
so
heels.
if I put that 5'11" on there, that's that way. If I do mess around, end up with a 5'9", 5'10". We might at least be the same height.
Yeah.
It's not like me and Kevin Hart, you know. So that way, if I put. You gotta throw that curve on there. Got you.
Throw the curve on that.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why this is the beginning. She's capping, just talking. Oh God. All right. There's the comments already. So for you to put a button on it,
is this one for me?
Is this one? What does she have to offer? If you guys want to ask any questions, super chat them to me. Other than that, we're going to stay on topic here about arousals. That's what the video is about, Fresh and Fit. If you want to watch that video, if you want to watch their channel, I highly suggest that you do that. It's one of the best channels out right now. But for you, arousal speaking or things that turn you on is, you said, wideness, height, weight. What about money? What about status? I know we talked about it before, but they didn't hear this. What about money? What about status and things like that?
Okay, so the hierarchy, I guess we were talking about. It's game, then money,
okay,
then status,
okay,
then looks.
Okay.
And so the game is what gets me.
Got you.
I'm not gonna be sexually attracted to you if you broke. And that's
if you broke. You
broke.
Said? Okay, got you.
If you're broke, you don't have any ambition. You don't have a plan for the future.
Got you.
That just shows me that you can't lead me, and I'm more masculine than you, clearly, because I'm the leader of the pack, and it's just a now.
Got you. Okay.
So I guess in a sense, money kind of does lead to arousal.
Yeah.
But
that would be from a majority of women.
Yeah.
Yes.
And status that doesn't do it for me, and the only reason I say that is because, hear me out.
Okay.
Females are so petty, especially in the Black community, when it comes to status. That's a big thing that I feel like we're always trying to keep up with the Joneses. So when women aren't married, there's always this need, you know what, I bet I can get a nigga. I bet I can get him. I can pull him. So when people have that mentality, it's kind of like that status thing, it really throws me. I do not, unless he just unfriendly and everybody be like, ugh, he cute but he just so unapproachable. I want him.
So you want the dude that's not, in a sense, I guess, a networker, or someone that's,
he can be a networker, but yet, okay, I would rather you just be talented than be a networker. Therefore, if you have status, it's based off of what you do. And not necessarily off of your personality. Okay. Because women fall in love with the personality. Okay. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care if they be like, oh, they've got to be cute. You see JT and Uzi.
I don't know who that is. Why she looking at me like that? I don't know who the hell that was.
City Girls? Okay, well, never mind. Anyway.
That's the one that made the song about the, being a hoe out there in the streets.
I don't think they be saying a hoe, but yeah.
Or explore your options.
Yeah, but she's in a relationship basically, and the dude is not. Okay. He's definitely not what most girls would flock to unless it was based off of status and money. Gotcha. So just saying from that. Shit, I lost my place.
Got you. So
your confusion threw me out.
All right. So for you personally, to put a button on this arousal thing. You said the game is the money, then the status, then the looks. But a caveat to the looks, you have to be over a certain height, and you have to be over and under a certain weight, as well as be some whiteness to yourself. Got you.
That's my type. Yes.
Got you. Okay. Now, would you? Last question, then we can jump into the video. Would you say that your type is the same as other women around you? Type.
Probably, yeah. No, my type is similar to that of my friends, but I've also realized that the women in my circle, we might have similar height standards or similar standards as far as like, oh, he's got to be ambitious. He has to do. He has like okay, like one of my friends, she's more so of like she likes corporate guys. Okay, but her standards for these guys are the exact same as mine. Like, but they don't have they don't have to have a thick neck. They don't have to have a certain build.
That's where the preference comes in. Got you.
But as far as like the women I'm surrounded by, our standards are definitely the same. But when they come to, except for when it comes to looks, because hear me out, they be trying to piece me with some things that I just
don't find attractive.
Yeah, my friend sent me a guy the other day, and she was like, "Oh, he's so cute, da 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 da." You'd love him. But she was like, "That nigga ugly." I was like, "He's dateable."
Okay, she gave me the real out here.
But I don't want him. I would date Mark Zuckerberg, actually.
Cap.
No, I'm not. Okay, so believe it or not.
How you no, next cap. How you gonna have this?
Okay, because there's outliers. Remember?
Yes.
There's outliers.
Yes.
So. You know, you asked me about like how I feel towards interracial dating and stuff. Which I don't know about Mark Zuckerberg's like his political views and all that stuff, but just based off of looks and based off of the social network, the Facebook, and based off of based off of the vibes I got from what I think his personality would be like, we would vibe because I'm such a nerd. Like I'm really like a nerdy being. People don't know that, but I am. Okay. So like I do like white men actually. Okay. So like
what if he's 5'7"?
If he conveys that asshole energy that he has on the movie, then we'll be fine because it's gonna give me that masculinity that's gonna make me be like, it's gonna be like, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and shut up.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna sit down. It's okay.
Okay. I'm guessing or I'm assuming that masculine energy for you over trumps a look of someone per se.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm big on energy. It's just like if your demeanor makes me feel safe, secure, stable, that's what I look for. Because like when I tell you I've dated some of every type of guy, like I have a type, but that's because of the fact that I've dated some of everybody to know what I like.
Yeah, of course.
So like you
built up
like,
knowledge of knowing what you want,
and that's why I can say like, oh, I will date a white guy that's like this.
Yes. Okay.
But I won't date one that's like this.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Like if I'm most of the time I'm gonna date a white guy, he's gonna be somebody that took like African classes when he was in college.
What the fuck?
Oh, I took an African American history class, and hear me out, like it was so dope. But there was like guys in there that were like Irish with red hair that knew all about African history, and they were so like pro-black.
Hold on, so being pro-black is a turn on for you? Is what you're saying?
No, that's just a requirement for someone outside of my race
to understand your struggle. I'm guessing.
Yes, because I'm willing to understand yours regardless of what your race is. But I feel like in order for us to have children, we have to be in a space where my kids are not gonna feel like they're divided between their white side and their black side, because like I'm from a small racist ass town in Georgia, so you know, you know, sometimes when racism speaks, it comes with you. So that's just like, that's the one thing for me. You have to be appreciative of the black struggle. No, I agree 100. We got a super chat. DJ John says, thank you for super chat. I really appreciate that. He says, my guy, you really don't know who Lil Uzi is. Is Lil Uzi the one that did the diamond thing or some shit like that? Yeah. That's okay, I don't listen to too much rap music, so I don't know that much. What do you listen to? R&B, pop. Okay. Any more? Let's see. No more super chats. All right, let's jump into the video, actually. But thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. All right, so today's video we are doing fresh and fit reaction. Let's jump.
Okay, Miss Comedian.
You know what about Mr. Organic though is that we literally had a conversation before the camera started, and he's like chill as fuck. It's not like he's like, yo, my million. It's like we had a conversation. He answered questions. He was cool as shit. He was like, yo, I'm a homebody. Like he was just chill. So it doesn't come up. You know, I don't know how it comes off. I don't know how it came off the podcast, but you know what I mean. Who's still down to earth. Okay, turn on. Me the fuck on.
Oh, here we go.
I love how you whisper. What is the speaker? I'm obsessed with my podcast.
Here we go. Yeah, you got it. You got that voice. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know.
Shout out to my guy Will Harris.
Okay. You know what turns me the fuck on? A guy that this is so nerdy, but it's so fucking true. A guy that I can fucking laugh with. Like, I love being on a date, and I remember being in the car, and I didn't want to get out of the car because we're just fucking shooting the shit and talking, and he's making me laugh. And even, it's not like he has to be like a stand-up comedian, because once I told my friend, I was like, I'm really into funny guys, and she set me up with this dude who was like, like every 3 seconds. I was like, no, it's not about that. Yeah, it's like, dude, chill. But it just that sense of humor, that banter, that wittiness that you can go back and forth. And I remember being in the car, it happened recently, and I was like, I don't want to get out of the car because this is so fucking cool. Like, he's so chill, and fuck, that shit is
good
rare,
vibes.
man.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. That motherfucking patty was warm. They want to get out that car. Soggy draw.
Good vibes.
I got a quick question.
Well, hold on. Before he gets in, because I've seen this before, so I already know where he's going with this. But before that, what are your thoughts on a guy with a sense of humor? Is that something that attracts you personally?
I mean, yeah, you got. It's not necessarily like a jokester. I'm just goofy, so I feel like you're supposed to be able to like laugh at like awkward shit and like that nerdy type funny.
Okay. I got a question. So, how does that? Because that really conflicts with the masculine thing. Or would you agree with that statement?
I feel like you can be masculine and have a goofy side. I feel like if you're just masculine and that's just who you are all the time and you're just a macho guy, you're not my type, because that means you have no personality. Okay. I feel like having a sense of humor, like that makes you a person. Like yeah, so I need that. That I can't say that necessarily turns me on though. Like that kind of she kind of threw me with that a little bit, simply because of the fact that like, I'm sorry, but joking does not get my coochie wet. Like, that is, we sit here laughing, like, he. Yeah. Oh, I want to fuck him. No, that's not how it works. Not for me, at least.
No, I like it. Keeping it real.
I got a quick question. Was it like a first date that you met this guy?
We had hung out 3 times before, actually.
3 times prior?
So
did he show the funniness on the first date or later on?
No, he was funny from the beginning.
He was funny from the beginning?
Yeah, but not, the first time we ever hung out, it was like 4 of us. So you can show that off, but it's easier when you're coming off of other people's banter. But when you're one-on-one, I think it's harder,
so
right?
So the first date, you guys went out like on a friend's date, 4 other people?
Yeah.
Did you suggest that?
No.
He suggested that?
The 4 date, no. Like, just friends that wanted us to
mutual.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys met in like, I guess a situation where there were mutual friends there or whatever.
Yes.
They said you guys got to meet. Okay, and then did you guys like hang out one-on-one that night?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Okay. The second day you guys hung out one-on-one?
The 3rd date.
You guys didn't hang out one-on-one until the 3rd date?
Yeah.
Why did you guys hang out one-on-one on the second date?
Because the second time we saw each other... Wow,
yeah, come on now, you got that
second
time. Better get a little taste.
Because the second time, I invited him to my birthday. I was like having people for my birthday, and I was kind of like, I don't know. And so my friends were like, I was like, you know what? Let me just invite him to my birthday.
Okay. So quick, I gotta ask the hard question. Did you fuck him on the second time that you met him?
No.
You didn't?
No.
On the 3rd time?
No.
Okay, guys, that's why you don't be a fucking clown with women.
Get your ass up out of this joint.
Facts.
Can I say why? Ali Wong, I don't know if you guys have heard of
I already knew where he was going with it. That's why I was just being very quiet. But what you said was I'm glad you was very, very honest. You said, I like a good dude that's funny. I like a dude that has a sense of humor, but it doesn't get me aroused. It doesn't get my pussy wet. That was...
Because she lied. That's like, okay, by no means am I saying that she should have had sex with him the first time, the second time, or the 3rd time.
Okay.
But the fact that they didn't hang out, they didn't even go on like a date together. Yeah. She knew then she was not sexually attracted to him. Like, take it from me. I don't care what anybody's telling you. I don't care if she lies and says, oh, it's not you, it's me, I just figured this out, No. She knew from the beginning. Yeah. I know if it's not the first time being around a guy, at least by the second time, I know for a fact. Like, and my friends always, like, they judge me about this. Like, oh, you're so picky. Like, you always find something wrong. No, I am analyzing this person from the time they walk through the door to know whether or not this is going to get on my nerves in 6 months or it's going to get on my nerves in damn 2 years.
Gotcha.
I'm looking to figure out if I can be around you ever. Like,
that's dope.
I need to know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue.
This is just a me thing. if I really like a dude, I don't want to immediately have sex with him.
No, it's true.
Wrong. Don't do that.
Wait, what?
Oh, but she says I'm very. I would say that's a big thing for a lot of women. Would you agree with that? Like, if you like a dude, you will hold out a little bit longer than if you just wanted to have fun with the dude. Meaning, like, if you could see a long-term relationship with a dude, would you hold out longer sexually?
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Not to be a prude, but I don't really do a lot of casual sex.
Okay.
So, yes, like, I don't really even, if I'm just looking, but that, I guess that's the thing though, if I'm just looking to have fun with you, like, we've probably already been friends or something of that nature. We've developed a friendship and then that. Okay. Because, like, I gotta know that I like you as a person. So, like, and with the, like, whole thing about a guy that, like, you know, you plan on dating or you, like, you want to be serious with, the same thing still kind of goes with it. Like, again, big on energy. I'm not about to transfer energy with somebody who just, like, oh, he's cute, let's have sex. He's sleeping with 6 other girls this month, and guess what? They're going through shit, sis, so you're about to too. Enjoy it. No, fuck that.
Got you. Okay. So for you personally, you have to build up some type of relationship with the person.
I need to know that you ain't got no major demons you fighting over here. Like, you at least to know that your day-to-day isn't hell.
Okay.
Because people really be going through, you can text a person all day, every day, and they could be going through hell and not saying shit about it.
True. That's
Let me at least sit around you and, you know, like, oh, he does have a home. Okay, he's not, because dudes be homeless as hell these days too. Like,
dudes be homeless.
Yeah, like
just like women do. No. Yeah.
Women. Yeah. You got hoes with apartments and no furniture, just an apartment.
Yeah.
But so, like, be careful. Look, this is your sign too. Be careful.
Be careful. All right, got you. Let me just see if we got any super chats real quick. Oh god, no. Let's get jump back into the video.
It's because I'm really vulnerable. All of a sudden now I care if he calls again. You know,
Never heard of the 90-day
rule.
rule?
Like, fuck it, I'm just really horny.
Okay, question. You said you're a comedian, kind of, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
Actually.
If Kevin Hart walked in this room right now and said, "Hey, let's smash," would you say, "Oh, I gotta wait" or something like that?
Doesn't Kevin Hart like cheat on everything that?
Yeah, but that's not what I asked.
We just
would
said not.
Would you
Sorry,
fuck him if he said if he walked in here?
Dave Chappelle.
There you go.
If you walked in here right now, would you smash him? Yeah, you would. So the point I'm trying to make is this.
No, I wouldn't, because I'd be like, I want to marry Dave. Like, I want to be Dave's wife. So I'm a player to get. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I would do.
Stop the cap.
You would probably
Dave Chappelle gonna be eating that ass.
Like, first of all, if it were Dave Chappelle, which I would be like, oh my god, it's weird. I know.
Who is your ideal superstar person?
I used to have a fuck it dude, but then I found out that he is a hoe in real life, and ever since then,
wait, what?
So we call it a fuck it dude.
A fuck it dude.
So, like, okay, and some people even go into these, like, with their, like, marriages. It's like,
of course,
if I were to encounter this person, like, just know that I'm having. Yeah, Cam Newton used to be my fuck it dude.
Okay, don't know who that is, but
he played, well, shit, he's the quarterback for the Patriots now, but he used to be at Carolina.
Okay, you in a relationship, you're quote unquote happy.
I'm not, but I don't, it's not him. Like, I don't.
Oh, so who's your new fucking dude?
I don't have a new fucking dude. That's the problem. Like,
give me somebody that's just like, okay, wow, my God, so we can make this example and then we can move on with the video. Shit, even difficult.
Oh, think about Derrick Henry, shit.
Okay, whoever that is, Derrick Henry, I'm just calling DH. All right, so DH, that's actually my initials, but DH walks up to you, you in a relationship, you're quote unquote happy. Are you risking it for DH?
No.
Okay. Now, why or why not?
This is the reason. I'm a firm believer of, like I told you, what you put out into the world comes back and see.
Okay.
I just know karma's coming at some point, and, like, I cheated one time.
Damn.
I cheated one time.
Uh-huh.
I'm still paying my therapist for the fucking recovery.
So you don't want to go through that again?
No, like, it's not worth it. I honestly feel like if you're in a relationship, it's not meant. Like, that's just, if sex is all you're getting out of the exchange, it's not meant to be. Like, that's just, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like going to get on a roller coaster. Like, you got to ride, and that's it.
Got you.
The memory.
Well, it's worth it for most guys. So I'm gonna just keep it a buck. For women, yes, I would agree. It's definitely not worth it because you're losing your stability. You're losing basically what you want as a woman. But
you're a man too, so as a man, you literally have this need
for sex. Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's excusable, but it's just it's more understandable.
Yes.
As to why your temptation would be different from mine.
Yes.
Me, as a woman, I'm sitting there, I'm calculating. I'm like, you know what? If he find out about this shit, damn. Did you sure you want to do this today? The whole time, I got too much anxiety for that. Fuck me.
Okay, no, quick question. I know we getting a little bit off topic, but I gotta ask. When you did do the cheating, did you plan it out?
It was worth it. I cheated back. It was worth it. I cheated back. I promise.
No. Let me. I'm trying to paint the picture better. So you did. I know. So you did it out of revenge. Most women do it out of revenge.
It wasn't out of revenge. It was more so because you know
Stop
what?
The cap.
No, it wasn't out of revenge.
Okay.
And the reason I say that, I sat down and I was like, you know what? Okay. He's doing what he wants to do.
Okay.
But we're still kind of having fun, and I kind of like it here.
Okay.
So instead of just leaving, I'm gonna do what he's doing, and I'm gonna try it out over here and see if I like it too.
Okay.
And then I realized I liked it too, and I said bye.
Okay. So you cheated and then you broke up.
So I cheated and I kind of ghosted him, and then I ended up getting ghosted by the dude that I cheated with 9 months later. But that's
God damn.
And that's the lesson on karma.
Okay. But my question to you is, did you plan this, or meaning did you already know this person? You already was hanging out with this person. You already had knowledge of this person, or this was a brand new person after you made that decision?
I
knew the person.
I met the person before I ended up in a relationship with the other person. I was working on the person.
Okay.
Before I got in a relationship with the other individual.
Got you. So he was on the back burner now.
Yeah. So it was. So in my head, I'm kind of thinking you know what? I didn't put this man to the side to be with you, and you have the audacity to cheat on me, and he is better than you, sir. Goodbye.
Got you.
So that's kind of how it happened, but I realized my worth amid the relationship, and that's why I cheated.
I realized my word, and that's why I cheated. All right, we got one super chat. I'm sorry. Holy shit! I know we got a little off topic, but I had to dive deep into that one. All right, Cute Dude 13. I hate saying your name, but thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. He says, "Society says Drake home wrecked. How about fiance?" Oh yeah. How about fiance? Do you know that story at all?
I don't know the story, but still, fiance. Oh, okay. Well, my cousin's grandma. Look, Nana says,
okay,
if they ain't married, then they're not,
oh God,
together.
Gotcha.
But me personally, just don't try that shit around here.
Yeah. I would definitely say I got mixed. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I got mixed feelings about this, or mixed thoughts about this, mixed theories, I would say. Because again, if you're something good, somebody already has some type of hold on you. There's no girl today walking around with no dude that she's not kind of messing with, maybe sleeping with, maybe in a relationship with, maybe marriage, maybe something with a dude. So for you to come into the picture,
who said that? I mean, not right now, but there's been times. I can honestly say, and it's even been shocking to my friends.
Cap. No. So I gotta. So there has been a point in your life where literally you didn't talk to, sleep with, hang out with, spend time with.
I was celibate for about 13 months at one point.
Got you, but I don't mean just physically.
No, I understand that. But I'm just saying, in general, just But I was talking to people during my celibacy. But there has been a time, actually from around the Thanksgiving break-ish to right after Valentine's Day, I believe. I went on a self-care trip to LA for Valentine's Day. I went there for Valentine's Day by myself.
Oh wow.
So there was definitely a time where I genuinely was just not talking to anybody, not sleeping with anybody, just having time to figure out who I wanted to be. But that was also right before I came out as Compatibility. So like I was genuinely like
finding yourself.
Yeah, I was genuinely like, you know what, like they ain't these men is not worried about me. They are not giving me the energy I need. Like, just focus on you. And when I did that, like I found me. So,
okay, so question: while you was focusing on yourself, were you talking to other guys? Were you talking to guys?
No, like I don't know what happened, but my DMs were even dry. Like it was, well, they weren't dry, but it wasn't nobody I wanted to respond to. It was dry.
It was dry to you because it was dudes that you didn't find.
Yeah, it was
worth
nobody.
Talking to.
Yeah, so like I genuinely was just there, like, and in that process, like during that time, I ended up like reconnecting with somebody from my past, but like at the end, like that's what I'm saying, like during that. After my little Valentine's Day trip, that was like when I, started my dating life again. But at that time, I remember my cousin just being like, "You ain't talking to nobody," and I was like, like it's boring over here.
Okay, I want to be very specific. When you say you're not talking to no one, I mean maybe even a guy call you on the phone or text you every once in a while. Were you doing that?
I'm telling you that. If I got a text message, it wasn't from nobody I want to talk to, so we didn't talk. Or, I don't know why the hell this would happen, but somebody from my past would text me, and then I respond, and then they wouldn't text back, or something like that. So I was just like, you know what, it's not meant for me to talk to nobody right now. I just got to that point where I was just like, you know what, it's meant for you to be by yourself. Like, focus on you.
Okay.
And I was like, and then...
I tried, fellas. I tried.
No, so it was shocking to me too, because that was the only moment in my life where I've ever had this time of not talking to anybody.
Okay.
Any other time, yes, I've had hoes. I've been swiping on Tinder.
I've been swiping.
No, got you. This is the one thing that I can say I'm not capping about, because it was weird as fuck to me. Like that's not my normal life. So And
how long of a time frame was this?
So Thanksgiving, like I said, around Thanksgiving,
November,
around Thanksgiving, because I remember I spent Thanksgiving up here, and so so Thanksgiving until right at Valentine's Day. So
about 4 months.
The 15th to be exact.
She knows exact dates.
No, because I thought to myself wow, they really trying to treat me like a side bitch out here, hitting me up the day after Valentine's Day. Like I don't even want to talk no more.
That's funny. No, that's funny.
Yeah. So I was like, oh. So now you want to talk? Oh, hell no.
All right, we got some more. Hold on, let me actually catch up. They got a lot of cap emojis. I see cap emojis everywhere. Oh. And by the way, we got 150 people watching. Everyone that comes in, please like the video, or you have a small chance of having a small dick, or a big chance of having a small dick, I should say.
Large chance.
Yeah, large chance. We got another super chat. Alex, he sends. Thank you for super chat. I really appreciate that. He says, we gotta put that on a shirt. I realized my worth, so I cheated. I mean, somebody say kind of distance. Blah 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 blah. That's funny.
You know what? I'm gonna have to coin you on that one in some way, shape, or form, because I might have to do it.
All right, let's jump back into the video. We got sidetracked like a motherfucker. All right, and again, if you want to send your questions, comments, concerns, send it through the super chat. All right,
they just don't believe me.
No, hell no.
Self-care trip for dick.
Because I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna talk about just 10 seconds, but that's just so hard to believe for you to have a DMs. And I can see if you're ugly, I can see if you was fat, but you're not. So if you was ugly fat, then I can vision that. But for someone that's decently looking, or that's someone that's decently shaped, a lot of guys are going to be hitting you up with their DMs in life or whatever, and it's hard to believe that you're going to say no to every single one. That's
First
why.
Of all, you just called me decent, and I don't appreciate that. But secondly, I am offended. My shape is not decent, you guys. You can't see me. I know I ain't got no titties, but anyway, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
People were DMing me, and when you've been through so much shit, I told you, I've dated just about every type of guy. So when you literally sit there and you're like, damn, I have tried them all.
Got you. Okay.
Sometimes you just need a break. Because when people hit you up, it be on the same fuck shit. So it's just I don't want to deal with that. I just be like, you know what? fuck it. Like, I don't want to do this. I'm not dealing with this. And the thing is, it's just like, for me, I don't know why. It's the men. I always end up single around the holidays. But I hate it because I'm such a gift giver. Like, I'm the person, like, I be ready. I be ready to, like, plan
spoil
stuff.
somebody.
Yeah, like, I'm one of them. So, like, it bothered me.
That you don't get to give that side of you out.
It used to bother me. And that's when I was just like, because, like, some wild shit happened at my apartment complex. And I was like, you know what? I got to go. I need a break. So, it was a Wednesday night. I booked a flight to LA. And I was like, I'm getting a break. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to spoil me. And that's what I did. And they ended up losing my luggage and shit. But, you know. All
right. Let me get sidetracked. All right. Cute dude. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. He says, chicks celebrate during holiday times because she wants to be hitting up for Thanksgiving. Valentine's, but she going to go off around spring, summer. Well, what are your thoughts? Real quick. Thank you for the super chat, though. I really appreciate that.
You know, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but I was trying to get some dick on Valentine's Day. I wasn't trying to be celibate during the holidays. I wanted Thanksgiving, Christmas, shit, New Year's.
But it didn't happen.
Yeah, hear me out. That shit it genuinely was not by choice. I feel like I was forced.
Okay, got you.
Like, I cannot remember a time since I was in damn middle school where I was just by my damn self.
Okay, quick question, then we can jump back into the super chat, and then we can jump back in the video. If a guy would have, I guess, attacked you at that time and you was semi-interested in, would he have gotten, like the, I wouldn't say the chance, but basically what I'm asking is, were you thirsty to the point of, like, anybody can come in type of thing?
Fuck no, baby. That's why I was by myself. That was the problem. Like, there's guys who I literally had been with. Like, had sex with, that were hitting me up.
And you still was like, nah.
No, because they were wasting my time.
Okay. Say less. All right. Yeet sends a super chat. Yeet, what up? How you doing? Thank you for the super chat. She says she meant she wasn't getting attention from the men she wanted.
Spot on, buddy.
Facts.
Yeah. So, like I said, I was talking to myself by choice.
Got you. All right. Oh, hold on. I do gotta ask. Fuck. I hate keep it going off on a tangent, but I do have to ask. So, did you ever think to lower your standards?
Okay,
real question.
Guys, well, that's what I did after Valentine's Day.
All right. Yeah.
And, well, here I am.
Here I am. Hey, this is not lower standards over here. We are overdose. We are high standards.
Yeah, no, I'm saying here I am, as in, like, they heard the box. They know what the standards are now.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about lowering shit. I'm not doing it no more. I refuse. If I lower my standards again, like, honestly, I hope somebody punches me in my face. Because, like...
But hold on, quick. What does lowering your standards mean?
Oh, shit, you done got me on live. And okay. You know what?
This is live. Is it money? Is it status? Is it...
Those 4 things that we talked about, those do not go into it.
Okay.
Lowering my standards is basically accepting someone who doesn't bring the same things that I bring to the table. So, like, me.
Okay.
I have my own place. I have 2 cars. I have a nice savings.
Okay.
I have multiple businesses.
Okay.
I have a pretty good future. I have a degree. Yeah, like I see myself going somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm retired at 45. Speaking into existence.
Got you.
I don't have any children.
Okay.
So for me I feel like I bring a lot to the table.
Okay. Oh shit, we about to go on a tangent for real.
Yeah.
You said that words. Those are the key words that are gonna make this chat go blah, blah, blah. What do you bring to the table?
Yeah. I can give y'all the list, so I'm ready. But no, I feel like, but do it in the super chat, because we ain't looking at them other ones.
Exactly.
But I feel like I bring a lot to the table. So like, I feel like for me with a guy, if he doesn't necessarily fit that 5'11", and you know, that weight class.
Okay.
And let's say, for instance, if he doesn't, the safety aspect.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And everybody ain't, just out here solo dolo. Some people got packages.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, what?
kids.
Okay, got you. Yeah. Baggage.
Yeah. So, and honestly, and the kids aren't the problem for me.
Okay.
I love the kids. It's the baby mama's on. Like, I don't. That's my problem. I don't. Believe it or not, and this sounds so bad, but I feel like anyone who has ever dated someone that has children can probably relate to this, especially as a female. Mm-hmm. I would rather date someone who does nothing but co-parents with their baby mother. Like, I don't want them to be. I don't really want them to be friends. Honestly, I prefer that they don't like each other, but they get along for the sake of the kid. The only time they
I get it. No, that makes sense.
The only time y'all communicate is literally about the child, and y'all do that cordially. Mm-hmm. But to the point of where she don't like your ass so much that she would rather talk to me about the child than to talk to you.
Got you.
And
toxic. So you want a guy. So basically, it sounds like you want a high value dude, or a dude that's like up there, but don't explore or have options like that don't exist though. Like, it sounds like you want a dude that's over 5'11", that's this shape, that makes this amount of money, that has their own place, etc.
Because I told you I'm not requiring. Mm-hmm. Well, we had listed 4 things, right? Yeah. So I guess with the kids that makes 5. I'm not requiring 5 out of 5.
Okay, got you.
But I'm not necessarily lowering my standards in the instance of I'm just out here like, oh, it's a man. He wants to talk to me. He does make pretty good money, so let's just try it out. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing.
Okay.
I have to. If a man approaches me and let's say he's 5'9", he has a child, but he also has a great career. Okay. He has good conversation. He smokes weed. She smokes weed.
That's a very important thing for her.
It doesn't have to smoke, actually, but like, I feel like you should be like interested in the whole idea of like, not even be interested, just support my cannabis endeavors.
Okay, so put a button on this so we can go into back into the video and back on topic.
Yeah.
For you personally, they don't have to necessarily tick all the boxes for you, and you did say that you lowered your standards when it was a time that you wasn't getting the guys that you want.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Now we got a super chat. Let me see. DJ John, he says, do you listen to hip hop? I'm guessing he's talking about you, because me personally, I don't listen to that much hip hop.
Yeah, but I'm not like a really big I'm not up on like all the new music. That's kind of like my issue. Like, I like hip hop, but I'm just kind of like if I go out and like I hear a song, I'll be like, oh, I'm one of those people that'll Shazam a song in the club.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I don't listen to new music.
Yeah, like I like music and I like hip hop, but not like that. Not to the point where I'm just looking for it.
All right, let's continue.
know it sounds nerdy and you guys are like, I can hear your eyes rolling, but it's just that kind of fucking thing that you're like, this connection is so fucking cool.
No, because once you have sex, it changes everything, and it gets more physical, and it goes from a genuine connection.
And can I just say, this is another reason why I like to wait, is because the sex is so much fucking better.
I agree.
Okay. Because you just have that thing.
If Gabby,
she lied.
If David walked,
you said what?
She lied.
About what?
Sis just said if you wait, the sex is so much fucking better. She didn't include the point where, like, you know, sometimes you wait and you're disappointed, and then it just disregards everything that you just waited for.
That's facts.
And like the whole 3 or 6 months or whatever you're waiting for just goes down the drain, and you're just kind of like, wow, bitch, you really did this to yourself. You played yourself.
Okay, so I'm guessing from what you just said, I'm assuming that you have a minimum and a maximum time of when you want to have sex with someone.
I ain't gonna say that.
Okay, then what would you say?
Cause like,
what would you say? The fuck? I'm confused now.
There's been some people that have like. There's a guy who, and I respect the fuck out of him for this. He literally.
But respect don't translate to getting the coochie. But go ahead.
He got it though. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying for majority of women, respect doesn't absolutely mean the other, because you could be a nice guy and respect the fuck out of girls.
Yeah, I mean shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I respect him. I didn't say but he did respect me, but I respect him because like we just spent a lot of time together and like we genuinely developed a friendship to the point where like we had spent like a year and a half around each other, spent the night with each other multiple times, and never had sex. And hear me out. I know for a fact that he was getting his dick wet somewhere. Like, 'cause I know he's a man.
Simp.
He was getting his dick wet somewhere. But
why was he hanging out with you? Why was he hanging? What? Meaning, why were he sleeping in the same building vicinity as you, but then don't try or don't, you know?
Because he knew I wasn't going for the shit.
But then why have you there to begin with?
Cause we just enjoyed each other's company on occasion. Like it wasn't like this wasn't somebody I was talking to all the time. Like we talking every day, we hanging out. No, like I would see him like every couple months or whatever. We just kind of like enjoyed each other's company when necessary.
Yes.
See.
That I think it might be a different respect, because normally or generally speaking, when a woman does respect you, she has some admiration for you, or admiration I should say. She likes you to some degree. So when you say respect, I'm thinking like it's like the nice guy respect of like he will listen to, you know.
Nah, like when I say I respect him, I mean to the point of where like the sexual tension was so high, and it
then
was
why you didn't fuck?
But that's the thing though. It was more so like he kind of like left it to me.
Oh.
And then once I opened the door, because like he gives off the masculine demeanor, but it was just more so he literally just like allowed me to open the door, because I had just kind of like made it so clear of what I had been through with like other guys trying me up and shit, and he just he followed that shit through, and I was just one day I was just kind of like, you know what, fuck it, buddy. Fuck it. Come on.
You're stupid. All right, so from what I'm hearing, he just, to me, again, I wouldn't have had a girl that I'm not. That's just dumb. But but I'm guessing that he was just a really, 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 really chill dude, in the sense that he's just not gonna push anything or force anything. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I'm not a man, but in my head I feel like if you fucking like if you think about it, let's say for instance you got 2 females you having sex with every week, and then you got this one chick that like you vibe with, like you like her energy, you actually just like being around her. Okay. You're okay with being around her and not fucking her because you ain't pressed about no pussy. True. So, and you're not seeing her regularly. You're only seeing her maybe twice a month at most. Okay. So it's kind of like just like a vibe. It's more like a. I get what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. Because there was a time where I'd be like, well, damn, like we just gonna cuddle for it.
To me, it just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense. Yes, the hanging out. Yes, the going on different dates and etc. But at some point, I'm gonna be like, am I wasting my time or am I progressing to a point? Because I'm over here on this side, I don't have no female. There's no female friends. So what am I actually investing in? Am I investing in a relationship? Am I investing in? Are you my coworker? Am I investing in a partnership? What am I literally investing in?
How old are you?
27.
Okay, well, so that's the difference.
Entertainment age.
When I met him, we were both only like 20, 21. Okay. Gotcha. So like, it's not necessarily like looking at like a person as far as like an investment that at that point, you know? Gotcha. It's not as deep. Okay. And then like, I guess for me, I was kind of like, okay, I'm in school, I'm trying to do these things, and like we had separate lives. Okay. And I think the understanding that we both had our own dreams and goals that we were pushing towards, it made it okay for us to develop a friendship over the sexual relationship. Okay, gotcha. So like, that's why I say I respect him for that, because like, gotcha. Like I said, I told him about the shit that I had been through, so he knew if we fucking and you can't communicate with me the way you need to communicate with me, and you can't do the things you need to do with me, then it's gonna fuck me up mentally. And then
gotcha.
That's
so
gonna lead to
gotcha.
Yeah, so like I feel like we just kind of valued because like it was genuinely a conversation of like we value our relationship more than that. Cause I was like, I know you definitely fucking like I knew that, and I told him I was like, I know you can get your dick wet somewhere. You're a man, that's what they do.
Never admit that, but go ahead.
Yeah, he didn't either. But
I'm not saying never admit that shit.
So like, you know, but like just me understanding, me growing up around guys, I just value my mental health and my career more than I value some dick. Like,
gotcha. So you wanna build up, you wanna build up a friendship, you wanna build up.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
But I'm not saying
what the fuck? Alright. Let's continue on with the video.
Did Gabby and Dave Chappelle would have a banter, fucking laugh conversation, she would literally orgasm from the laughter that they had.
So,
It
ladies,
sounds cheesy. I
okay,
know that
so
you
I'm
guys
going to
don't
say
do
my
that.
piece now because you guys said yours.
Jeez. Wait. Can I say my turn off?
Well, hold on, we'll address that next. But
We'll adjust that
because I wanted to really like illustrate something here. You said, I'm turned on by a guy that makes me laugh, right? You gave a politically correct answer about what turns you on. I want a guy that makes me laugh. A lot of women say that. But then I asked you, did you guys have sex on 3 prior meetings and you said no. And ladies, I hate to sound like an asshole, but this podcast is for men. And we teach guys all the time
Teach him.
that, quite frankly, women aren't very honest about what they're aroused by. They're honest about what they like, but they're not honest about what they're aroused by.
Right.
Because if we switch it around, hey, Dave Chappelle walks in here, would you smash him? That's a yes. And the thing is this.
Because I would want to
Some guys, but you dated this guy too. So the point is this: there's rules for some guys and there aren't rules for others. So the thing is that we got to educate men and let them know. And this, I hate to make it like, oh, I'm going to use you as a guinea pig to illustrate this, but guys, this is a textbook example of a woman tells you one thing, but she's aroused by something else, and that guy fucked up by being a funny, nice guy, because what happened is he made it very apparent that he's willing to wait for sex from you.
Which was such a turn on.
No, it is not, because you did not fuck him. What you say and what happens are 2 different things.
But we did eventually, and it was so.
I was about to ask.
Right in that pussy.
But the point is this. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say you go to the Gucci store tomorrow. You find a bag for $1,000. Like, damn, this thing is normally $5,000. This is awesome, right? You buy it. You think you got a discount, right? Then you come in the next day and you find out your friend got the bag for $100. And you go to the receptionist, you're like, what the fuck? I want a refund. I want to get that credit back on that $900 that I spent. Right? And then they tell you, no, we're not giving you credit because they only pay $100. You got to pay $1,000 no matter what. How'd that make you feel?
Yeah. I'm so confused.
We said what? That was a great analogy. That was a bomb ass analogy. What are your thoughts?
I think where he fucked up at with that analogy is he said that her friend walked in the store. A regular nigga and Dave Chappelle are not the same people. Her and her friend are in the same category.
No, he's not even talking about the Dave Chappelle thing no more. It's just a complete thing by itself now.
But no, he said that Dave Chappelle, she made the other funny guy wait. But if Dave Chappelle came in, meant that she would have had sex with Dave Chappelle.
Yes, but this is what you're missing. Don't even put them together. Leave that over there and just think about the analogy by itself. Basically, all he's saying is another dude probably fucked you on the first date or the second date and not the third.
I can't relate, so I don't know.
Okay, so you never fucked somebody one night stand on the first date?
No, I know y'all are gonna call me a capper.
It's gonna be hella blue.
I know, and y'all make me sick. But I promise, I used to look like a good girl, and
never in your life you had a one night stand. Okay. Never in your life you fucked on a first date.
Never.
Okay. Never in your life you fucked on a second date. Okay, so that's where it starts for you. Okay, cool.
It might have been around the second. Yeah.
Okay.
But I definitely, there's nobody that I've slept with that I have not. And even hear me out. And if it was the second date, I'd probably been texting that person for a good 2 to 3 months prior to that.
Goddamn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm damn near a 90 days kind of person, but hey, sometimes maybe we gotta go on a couple dates.
No. I'm calling cap because hold on one second. Wasn't DH?
I told you was just trying to get your analogy out. I told you no.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
Remember you had
No. I'm asking you now. So he walks up to you. He says, "Hey, look, boo boo, whatever the fuck. I only have 15 days. I want to hang out with you. I find you kind of special. Blah blah blah."
You don't spend all 15.
I want to spend 15 days. I want to spend 15 days with you. I like your look. I like your blonde hair with your dark, black African skin. It kind of matches for me in my eyes. I don't know. And he says, "But look, I don't want to waste my time. So I want to, have sexual relations as well." And he's just very honest and open about it. Are you doing it?
Most likely.
Okay.
Because if we spending the whole damn 15 days together, I have gotten my time out of it.
Okay. So you would do it in hopes that you do spend the rest
Ain't
of the 15.
Ain't no in hopes. See, that's the difference. Like,
Okay.
See, I'm not a big, like, I need to know, like, because...
No, you would never know because he's just, but he's telling you,
No.
you know, obviously you can't know the future.
Like, it's gonna be kind of like, if he said he...
She sounds like she about to cut up some cars.
He gonna have to, like, so let's say, for instance, yeah, we can't be in Atlanta. Like, that's not it.
Okay.
Like, it can't be no, you're spending time in Atlanta, you can leave it. It sounds crazy as fuck. But it's no, like, like, you can just up and leave. No.
Okay.
We gotta be somewhere, like, together. Like, me and you...
Okay, you went on vacation.
I guess we gotta go on vacation. Yeah, like, I guess we had to hop
Okay.
on, not LA, because LA, there's too many people there.
Okay.
Like, he can easily just... No. We have to be... This 15 days has to be guaranteed, but I have to be... You can't...
This makes no sense. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but that shit makes no sense. I know what you mean.
Exactly. So, in other words, I'm not signing up for the shit.
Okay. So you would have sex in hopes that it's a very good chance that he's going to stay, but it's still in hopes that he could possibly leave. Are you still taking that chance with DH?
No, because if he leaves, my anxiety is gonna drive me through the fucking roof the
That
next
means
couple
yes.
days.
All
No, it doesn't mean. I'm telling you, no. Simply because in the past, like a year ago, 2 years ago, I was like, yeah. But now, me knowing the way my fucking brain works, I'm like, I can't do this because, like, bitch, you ain't gonna be able to work for like 2 weeks. Like that whole other 14 days that he ain't talking to you, you gonna be going crazy. No.
Okay.
No. Okay. I don't do rejection well. So, like, the idea that I have given him something that I can never get back, and then he's rejected me afterwards.
That's real.
Oh, hell no.
That's what I sound.
That'll eat me up.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
I like my money too much for that. He ain't about to fuck up my bag.
Let's continue.
Okay, I'll say it again. You go to the Gucci store.
Not a turn on.
Cool. I'm not trying to bang you.
No,
so the point. I'm trying to illustrate something here. If you go,
Can I illustrate? Can I help? Because I think I get where your question is going at, but I think you confuse how quick I want to sleep with someone with my interest in them.
No, the point is this.
You know what I mean?
Because
if I'm really interested in a guy, I am gonna want to wait because I want it to be more more found like.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
If it turns you on, not if it makes you want him to be your boyfriend. What makes your pussy wet is what he's asking.
Talk to him, girl.
If you really turn me on, like if you really turn me on, I really want you to be my boyfriend. You know what I mean?
No.
It ain't gonna happen. He ain't gonna do that.
No.
He ain't gonna do that.
Listen, the point is this. You made one guy pay more for a Gucci bag that someone else paid nothing for, is what I'm trying to say.
But who paid
Because
nothing for
whether
my
you guys want to
Gucci
accept it or
bag?
not, whether women want to accept it or not, men always look at it like, I'm doing all this to get sex while this dude didn't do nothing.
Yeah. But how do you know that other dudes did nothing?
Cause you know.
Yeah, you know.
Some guys
what's
did.
You know, guys be talking like that
Okay,
to each other and
this is
shit
gonna
like
sound-
that.
We talked before the podcast, and I was like, they're never gonna believe it, but I've actually I've never had a one night stand. I've never had a first date fuck.
Mark, pull the
I
cap, Mark.
know. I sound like I'm so
Look at all the
shit.
caps
The
in
point
the
is this.
comments.
Even if you've never had a one night stand, the
Right.
fact of the matter is this. There's guys that have not had to take you on multiple dates like that to get sexual access, whereas this guy has. Now, whether women want to accept it or not, no one wants to pay more for something that other people get at a cheaper price. That's why I use the Gucci bag thing.
Right.
You'll be pissed as fuck at that receptionist, say, I want a refund, give me back $900 because I paid $1,000 and someone else got it for $100. The receptionist is gonna look at you and be like, no, that's your price. You gotta pay $1,000. They get it for $100.
So for the men watching, what would be your advice to sleep?
Okay, before she goes into her next question, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I do understand what he's saying about the whole.
Thank you.
Some people have definitely paid a cheaper price.
Yes.
Simply because of the fact that there's some guys who, and I don't know what it is about being a female and where we get stupid at, because like I've definitely lost all my brain cells at some points, and I just be happy to be there. Like you just want to be there. Like it's okay. Like it's okay. Yeah, we can sit in the room and watch Netflix all day. Yeah, we can eat pizza. It's fine. Like, it's fine. I don't want to go on a date.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to see that movie. Like, yeah, there's definitely some times where just being in someone's presence is enough, and it gives them access to you and sex.
Okay, so question for those people, I want you to think about it now.
I don't
what
want
qualities?
What? Not no more.
What?
Like,
okay, in the past.
No,
in the past.
But I feel like you have to be in a certain space. I don't think it's the qualities.
Okay,
it's not the qualities of the person. Okay, that's like I guess just to answer your question.
Yeah, you already know where I was going. Right?
Yeah, it's not the qualities of the person.
Okay,
it's definitely the space that you're in your life.
So what space were you in your life to be?
Where you just accepted that?
Yes.
When you need an escape. That's when women do that. Women who just give men access to them without needing anything in return. Or investing. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, without needing any sort of investment. Unless they're friends and it's just like a friends with benefit, which I mean, that's still like an investment because you have a relationship that makes them worthy of just having casual sex with them.
Gotcha, yeah.
So like, unless you have like that sort of investment, then it's definitely where you're lacking internally. Like, and I don't care what any woman says, like, yes. When you are in a space of feeling insecure, it's a lot easier to give someone that access to you because you do know that you're kind of guaranteed a certain amount of attention in that time. Okay. When a man wants to have sex with you, he knows that he's gonna get sex with you by doing certain things, he will do every last one of them. If you tell him to damn jump on one foot wearing a kilt and blowing a fucking torch, he gonna do it. Why? Because he know he gets some pussy afterwards.
Most guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially if it's somebody they really want.
Yeah.
So, as a female, when you're like in a space where you're feeling unfulfilled, whether it's your career, your love life, your family life, just that something to fill that emptiness is what a lot of women will channel through their sexual energy. I don't know if you've heard of it, but like a lot of women are hypersexual when they've been through certain traumas because that sexual energy just kind of
fills the void of what they miss in life. Makes sense.
So that's what it is. It's never because of the fact that a woman just wants that. No.
Gotcha.
They want that feeling, and that just like men want the nut, they want that gratification of the attention. It's the same. We're the same. Like we are definitely like the same types of beings. We just feel different voids with different actions.
Okay, let's continue. Those were some bars.
Me, quick.
Thanks.
What is your advice instead of being a nice guy?
You don't be a nice guy.
Or like a good conversation.
The fact that he showed up to your birthday party and you still didn't fuck him tells me off rip that you were not aroused by him.
So I was supposed to fuck him that night, the night of the birthday party?
Birthday sex, what the fuck?
I think it depends on the situation.
No,
I think it depends on the situation.
Your bodysuit.
No, so then I'm actually curious, what would have helped him achieve success quicker? Because
and I know I'm not reading anything besides super chats, but someone said something so funny. Someone says it's time for me to get some insecure college girls. Facts.
I mean, not to be
that's funny.
A guy's girl, I guess, but yeah, that's pretty much where it stems from. That is exactly where it starts.
That's funny. Yeah, all right. Let's continue.
Because can I just say, like, there were other men pursuing at the same time, and none of them got there because they were trying to impress me with things that weren't impressive. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, kind of bullshit. Good looking, but no. And then this guy that I just did not want to I wish I could, like, can I speak in Spanish?
No.
That I wanted to be like attached by the hip. I was like, holy shit, I'm really attracted to this dude. Like, I'm so attractive, and he won them out. You know what I mean?
Connection.
He beat the other.
Won that
He beat
pussy.
the other.
Did he become your boyfriend?
So you don't think it depends on the guy, on like what he's looking for? Because there's some guys who will say, you know what, she's worth the wait, and there's some guys who say, you know what, fuck, let me just go to the next Gucci store that's having the
we can wait though. We can wait it out and fuck you and still say fuck you at the end. We can fuck you and then say fuck you.
It is never worth the wait. No, but I think it's all depending on the situation.
I think it's depending on the guy.
A situation also. How vulnerable are you? How heartbroken are you? How horny are you?
No.
How much
what he should have done, right, is said fuck your birthday, give it a cap, take you out only, just you and him,
right?
Which happened after the birthday.
Go to like a club, get some drinks, seduce you, talk to you a little bit nicer, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes, whisper in your ear, sweet nothings.
I'm just confused.
Sweetest of the sweet. And then, you know what I'm saying, yo.
I'm just confused as to why that is better than what happened.
I got a cool comedian show at my house. Come through to my house real quick.
I got Dave Chappelle on. I got Dave Chappelle at the crib.
We laugh.
Oh my God, you guys.
So no, hold on. You get to laugh like you want to. It's, you know, low lighting, good music, and we fuck.
Okay, but can I ask you a question?
So we all win.
Sounds like
Why is it worth less to you guys? Because that, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I'm.
That's a good question.
Let me see. Less because it didn't happen the way that you tell your audience that it should happen.
Or
why
how
is
fast.
it worth less? Because how fast? Why is
Think
that
about this, right?
more
You wanna hit
valuable
that
or
first
less valuable? I'm
question.
actually
If I
curious.
know.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that before we continue?
On the whole, like, why is it worth less?
Yes, yeah. Like, do you ask yourself that question? Do you think about that question? Do you have a certain amount of days before you can sleep with someone? Like, all of that.
I don't. There was a time where like I used to like be like, oh yeah, like let's try, because like, you know how Steve Harvey has like the whole like 90 days rule.
Crazy, but yeah.
Yeah. I know people who ended up in relationships after one night stands, so no.
Facts.
But I don't necessarily.
What?
I don't necessarily feel like it's worth less.
Okay.
But I feel like it means more, like emotionally.
Okay.
If there's been more effort put towards it, if that makes sense. Because like as a woman, I know that like at the end of the day, if a man chooses to date me, it is not because he like, oh my God, I want her to be my wife and have my children and help me run businesses. Like no, he's definitely looking like I want to fuck her.
Yes.
Like tomorrow.
Yes. Well, today, but yeah.
But yeah, exactly. So like in my head, I feel like if a man's willing to put forth the effort to get to that point, he definitely values you just a little bit more, unless he has the means though. If it's a man who is wealthy and he's just got a lot of money, it don't mean shit to him.
Yeah.
And that's where females get it twisted, because like
hold on. So real quick. So you saying act like you broke and then just overextend?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay. I'm just saying that females get it twisted when they think that a man is. Nah, I'm still not agreeing with you.
No, she just don't agree. Just not agree.
You act like you broke and then overextend, but like it's not really that. I'm saying that like when females think that like just because like. So if a guy who has money takes you on dates, and you guys go like, oh, we go here this week, we go there, we do this, that, and third.
Yes.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything to him. That doesn't have a lot of value to him.
I would disagree, but here's the thing that most women miss out upon with guys like that. His time is more valuable than money at that point. If a guy is making that much money, his time is extremely valuable. So him just spending the time with you to even invest is more value than him spending the money.
It depends on the man.
How do you get the money then?
Something.
Like what? What do you mean depends on the man? Is he out here fucking selling? I don't even know what. There's no scenario that can happen where a guy is getting money and he didn't spend a significant amount of risk or time.
Yes, but it depends on how he values his free time. Okay. So, like, if this man works and goes home, he's not really valuing that 2 hours as much as 2 hours at dinner as much as he would if he was somebody who genuinely just had like all this stuff to do. Just because you make money doesn't mean that you just have a busy life.
Well, yeah,
doesn't mean your time's just that valuable. If you're making a lot of money and you have children and you got like a nonprofit and then you in this organization and that one, then your time's more valuable. But if you're just making a lot of money and that's all you do, you just making money. Okay, so you got money and time. That's it.
What scenario is a guy? Well, I know we get into semantics and we get off topic a little bit, but I gotta ask, what scenario is a guy has a lot of free time and making a lot of money?
Being in Atlanta.
You said being in Atlanta. No. You make money by doing something.
Yes, you make money by doing something, but sometimes that something does not require you to be at a 9. It's not the same as being at a 9 to 5.
Oh no, trust me, I get it. Yeah, I get that.
So like, just because you can literally be at lunch with me making money right here off your phone.
Yes.
So your time is not the same as someone who spends 8 hours at work every day.
I would say it's worth more, actually. Maybe I'm not communicating correctly, or I'm missing.
So okay, like if you have a busy schedule.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, you make $100,000. You make $500,000 a year.
Okay.
And it's just off of your podcast. Like that's you make your podcast, you do content. That's what you make your money off of.
Yes.
You might spend 10 hours each week going towards your salary.
Gotcha.
I make $500,000 a year, but it's off of 4 businesses and a little side hustle.
Basically meaning you more busy.
Yes.
Throughout those hours.
Therefore, my time. If I'm giving you 2 hours of my time, that means that I planned it, I set it aside, and I was really like, oh, I'm gonna spend this time with him. Gotcha. But if it's somebody who just has a lot of money and time, like basically looking for seat fillers. Because you have people who have nothing but time on their hands that's making a lot of money. So
I don't know about that, but continue. I'm just giving you the benefit of the doubt, and you can go ahead and continue, because I haven't met motherfuckers who got a lot of money and a lot of time. Okay.
You do. And it also depends on where you live at, because some people live in areas where it's not as expensive. Okay. So you definitely have time and money. Okay. So when you're doing that, to me, my time is a little more valuable than yours, just because you have ample time. Like you have multiple hours to just spend.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I had to set that aside.
Yes. Okay.
So for me, when I look at that, a lot of the guys that I have dated who do have
ample time,
a lot of time, they also are well off. And to me, when I look at that, I'm just kind of like, that don't mean shit. Okay, gotcha. Us going to dinner doesn't mean anything. Okay. Like at that point, not that it doesn't mean anything, but like it's just a date.
Okay, so what I'm getting at is what I'm summarizing is, act like you're broke and you're struggling and you're working all day, and then give the girl time and go on dates.
I mean,
to make it seem like it's more valuable.
If your ultimate goal is just to get some pussy, then yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, I guess
that is the most our goals. Just to get some pussy. Gotcha.
Some of us are smarter than that.
All right, so we got a super chat. Let's get the super chat and let's jump back into the video. Finish up. All right. Coach still sends a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. He says, if the guy didn't even try to smash, he can't say that she made him wait. Okay. What are your thoughts on that before I continue?
That's true though.
Okay. Guys who wait for the woman to make a move get put into the simp zone and she'll be less aroused. What are your thoughts on that?
That's not true, because if she already, like I said, I know from day one whether or not I want to fuck you. Okay. So if I knew from the time I got there that I wanted to have sex with you. Okay. And you just got me laying here beside you every night. Okay. With a fucking log on my back. Do you not think that I'm not gonna be aroused? Like I'm literally like waiting for the moment, like just like the feeling of somebody's breath on my neck. It's just like, Jesus, please tell him, make him read my mind.
Don't do that. I'm telling you right now, that's all BS.
It's not BS. I promise you, because though I did not necessarily want to make the move, it's just the fact that the tension was different. Like the tension was just different. Gotcha. Because I knew for a fact that was something I wanted to do in that moment. I was not going to regret it because I hadn't thought about it. Like it had definitely, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of how the situation works.
Okay. So question. This is a better question, I would say. If he would have made the move earlier, would you have accepted it?
Yes, but I might have questioned it.
Okay. What?
Like girl was talking about like wondering if he was gonna call or the other stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about him calling the next day.
Oh, we don't care about that. That's on you.
But what I'm saying is, for me, you said, would I have receive the
meaning that I don't know the number of dates that y'all did before you had sex, but let's just say 10. So keep it even numbers. 10 is the day that you literally you pushed him or he pushed you. You said you pushed him actually, right? Yeah. So you pushed him on day 10. What about on day 5, meaning the halfway point? If he would have pushed you, would you have had sex with him? Yes or no?
Most likely.
Okay. So again, and then if that sex was to happen and he kept having the same chill vibe, same chill energy, etc., would he have continued to have sex with you? Yes or no?
I don't know, because I don't know what his. I guess they don't tell my business, but I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
So get to the coochie fast. That's all we trying to get at. All right, we got another super chat. You safer. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. He says, never trade your valuable time for coochie. I gotta disagree with that.
Which do you value more, sir?
No, not that. No, your time definitely more valuable. But I gotta disagree because you have to put in some type of investment to get coochie in some degree. Oh, okay, gotcha.
In a sense, you kind of have to. Not to say you have to value your time. I mean, value coochie over your time, but you have to know that coochie is kind of worth a little bit more than a certain amount of your time, at least.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
You gotta value the coochie over the time for at least for 2 hours. At some point.
For 2 hours.
Because you gotta get there, you gotta get it, and you gotta hey, round trip.
No. I would 100% agree because most of the time it happens throughout a meeting first. You don't just meet the person to get into the room and start having sex. You have to have some type of talking, communication, investment. So yes, I definitely can't agree with that. So you do have to invest some type of time to the individual. But I'm thinking he's more so speaking of time in general. And yes, I would agree. Yeah. Time and money is way more important than coochie.
Yeah, you can't survive. You can't survive off sex. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna feed you. That ain't gonna house you. Ain't gonna do shit.
No, hell no. All right, let's continue on with the video.
That you're intentionally holding back just to keep me. I don't want you because now,
there you go.
Now, if okay, you know what? If you said to me, you know what, I want to hold back.
I'm so sorry. I know I'm not reading anything but super chats, but these motherfuckers be funny. Someone said, "Take that super chat down." I'm trying to see what he hitting for. Oh god, bro.
This and this.
Yeah, guys are funny.
But at the same time, like you forcibly doing it just to like get me long term.
I held back. Do you want to know the honest?
And yes, like I said, if he's talking about your purpose, then yes, 100% of the time, coochie is nowhere near your purpose. But I'm talking about in general, in practical. Speaking wise, you will have to sacrifice some time and money, energy, etc. to get coochie. I want that to be very clear.
Just time as it being time.
Yes, exactly.
Truth is because like when I like someone, it's much more vulnerable. I care much more. So it's not about like I'm gonna play hard to get to see if he can. That is fucking bullshit, and I hate those games. And it's just not the way I roll.
But that's literally what you just said.
But it really was like I really like this guy. Let me get to know him.
No, wait, so you guys expect to fuck on the first date every time you take a girl out?
All right, hold on, no. I'm gonna take this from here.
I
love, I've been listening very intently, and this proves everything that we talk about on this podcast. Women will leverage sex against you if they know they can get away with it. They will do that. The only reason that you did that was because you knew his dumb ass would wait. He showed up to your birthday party where you control the how things go because it's your birthday party. He's at a disadvantage from a romantic standpoint because he's got to operate in your world.
Right.
And that was where he lost. Let me finish, please. So the thing is this. You guys don't like to forfeit leverage when it comes to dealing with men. You want to be able to hold the cards and be like, no, well, you know what? I'm going to hold out on sex. I'm going to fuck them when I'm ready. But we're here to tell you ladies right now, most women, when they date where I want to make sure I get out what I want out of it. Attention, resources, time, etc. We tell guys not to do that. Because the thing is this. When women have the leverage in sex, it's a L for both parties. Because let me tell y'all something right now. Guys that have options ain't going to fucking wait around on the third date.
Nope.
You think if you go out with Future or Drake, and you say, I'm not feeling it right now. You know what they're gonna do? They'll be like, bruh, like seriously? Fresh and fit, get the fuck out of here. Guys that have options don't tolerate BS from women leveraging sex for some kind of compliance, and that's exactly what you did.
Okay, so can I ask you something? So me saying that I feel vulnerable and I want to get to know this guy, and then I'm like in this like is that leveraging or fucking? Okay, so that's my question number one. How is that leveraging or fucking with someone? But also, secondly, I have done that where I like meet a guy and I'm like, oh my god, this guy seems really cool. Let me see if I can get to know him. And he's like, nah, bitch, I'm just trying to fuck. And like by date 2, if it doesn't happen,
loyalty, honesty.
And that's not that I don't get
He's
offended
keeping it real,
by
though.
that.
He's keeping it real.
He's keeping it
Yeah.
real. I don't get
Yeah.
offended by that. But I do feel like, fuck it, this guy, like what I assume or would hope that what happened with this dude is that he enjoyed my company too. And I'm gonna be honest with you with the birthday and everything, and like even everything that happened prior. It wasn't like he was.
Here's the thing that a lot of women don't realize. And I know I'm talking to mostly 97% of guys, so I'm talking to like 3% of girls. Here's the thing that women don't realize. You don't even know if you truly like a woman until you have sex. Because sometimes you have this fucking clouded mist thing that oversees your mind until you have sex, and then it like clears up. Do I actually enjoy this person?
You sure we don't realize that?
Huh?
You sure we don't realize that?
Oh, just okay.
Nah. Remember I said that you can have sex. So you can make a person wait and then you be like, damn, you played yourself.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where the sexual tension is so high that it basically masks the things that it masks some of the red flags. You be seeing them as like pink flags because it's got that little film over them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then you be kind of like,
yeah, no, facts.
You really waited for this.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now you done lost the body. Mm-hmm. And you don't like
you
it.
lost the body.
Yeah.
Oh no,
you gained the body. You gained the body.
You gained the body, but no. I like how you brought that up, and I want to ask you specifically: do you feel that gaining a body is a bad thing as a woman?
I don't necessarily feel like it's a bad thing. Only time I feel like it's a bad thing is if you genuinely just didn't want to do it. Like if you, I feel like gaining a body is a bad thing when you regret it. When it was like one of those rash decisions, and it's just kind of like, not like, oh, you had sex and you're like, damn, this was terrible. Not like that kind of regret, but like when you just kind of, you're emotional, so you call somebody up and you go and do some shit, and then like later on you're just like, I really shouldn't have did that. Like that's the only time I feel like it's a bad thing. Like honestly, I'm all for like sexual freedom, so you just don't like.
Okay, no. I want to be very clear. So, the amount of bodies, do you feel that makes you more valuable or less valuable to men?
To men?
Of course.
Even to women, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, because like it's women even judge based on that. And me personally, I've just always been one of those people where I don't want a group of niggas to be able to sit in a room and talk about my pussy.
Gotcha.
Like I would never want my dude to like walk into a room and they be like, oh yeah, I fucked this girl. I've been fucked Asia. Like she do this little trick. Like no, no.
That's funny.
Because like I've dated dudes that are pass arounds because y'all can be pass arounds too. Y'all some thoughts. And I've dated dudes. No, yes.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Because I've literally dated dudes who I was damn near ashamed to let females know that I was talking to them because they've been with that many females in the city. When you from a small area, there's a difference.
Okay.
Atlanta's big. Mm-hmm. So like a dude could have been with, he can be a hoe and nobody really know it. Okay. He can know it, his homies can know it. Like he can have that reputation, but like a female's not like, soon as like somebody found out she talking on her DMs and people watching her.
So you think a girl hoe is the same as a dude hoe?
No, because we have sex for different reasons.
Okay.
Except for in relationships, I guess.
Okay, let me be more specific. Do you think a dude hoe is seen less or more valuable to women versus a girl hoe more valuable to men?
Oh yeah, nah. Females are just now starting to realize that dude hoes are unattractive. But it's just now coming to the forefront.
I haven't seen it.
That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
This is one of those like close, where like girls will like repost something and they close friends and be like, yeah, y'all some hoes. We don't really like y'all for everybody. Okay. It's just now starting to be like recognized that like, you know what? That's really not the cutest thing.
Maybe this is happening super duper oblivious to everyone else. Maybe you have a different circle than other females. But the studies show that women go
like
for
men that are hoes.
Not necessarily like men that are desired. Hoes. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. No. And there's a difference between being desired and being accessible.
I like that. Okay.
There's a big difference. Men like women who are desired. Men don't want a woman who nobody wants. They don't want no.
wait, hold on. You said it one more time. I want to be very clear.
Men don't want a woman that nobody wants.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
So you want.
That's not true at all.
You want your wife to be somebody that when people look at her, be like, yeah, not her.
No, I'm not saying that either. But
you want her to be desirable. You don't necessarily want people to want to.
Desirable doesn't matter to. So for instance, for the flip side of it, if you a girl and you got a guy and your girls are like, oh, girl, he ugly, like, oh my god, why you with him, or he this, he that will change your attraction level for that dude to worse or better. If all your girls are like, oh my god, he cute, oh my god, he's this, or oh my god, you will get more attractive. For us, I don't give a fuck what my niggas say. If she attractive to me, okay, cool, I'm good to go.
Yeah, you're rare and few.
I feel like most dudes are like that.
I don't know. I ain't really met, or maybe my homeboy standards just high, and the females they date are they're just desirable in general. But I just kind of feel like I've never really met a dude that just kind of be like, oh yeah, like everybody else thinks she ugly, but I want her.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I don't fuck with ugly bitches.
Well, but that's what I'm saying though.
Gotcha.
You're attracted to something that is desired by the masses. Therefore, you want someone who's desirable.
Okay, we talking about semantics. I'm talking about in general.
In general,
because
your
my dudes could be
everybody's type.
Yes.
So you want someone who's desirable, right?
Not necessarily.
Yes. It's not
because
about
no. Listen. So let's say I got listen. Let's say I got my friends, right? I got all my friends. They might like. I'm about to fucking get some heat. Here we go. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. They might like black women, right? They might like what do you call it? Darker skinned women. Me personally, I don't find that attractive. So they could be like, oh my god, she's dope or she's whatever, and I could be like, oh yeah, she cool. But to them, they still like them, they still whatever. And that doesn't mean that it's desirable to the masses or not desirable to the masses. Consequently, I could like I don't know, I'm gonna just throw out some random shit that a person wouldn't like. A skinny, Hispanic, petite girl, right? And they might be like, oh, she aight, she ain't really hitting on that for me. But then I would be like, oh, she's attractive, blah, blah, blah. So that doesn't necessarily mean that the masses is gonna like her.
She's not your homeboy's type, but she's somebody's type.
Yes, okay, yes.
Therefore,
oh god,
the traits that
semantics.
you just said you don't, because you just said you don't like big girls, you don't like funky girls.
Yes.
In other words, you don't like the girls that are not desired by most people.
Okay, yes.
So, you like females that are what? Desirable.
All right, we get into semantics right now. Anyway, so for you,
moving forward,
I think the overall takeaway here is my guys is not going to change my attraction level towards the girl.
But it's not about somebody else's. I'm not necessarily saying that desirability or like wanting someone that's desired is about how your friends feel about them. Because like I told you, my friends be picking dudes for me that I'd be like, fuck no.
Yeah.
So like, it's not necessarily about how your circle views that person. I've definitely dated people that my circle have found ugly. But somebody, people. There was definitely some people, a group of people who have a similar type to me that find this person desirable. Why? Because I have a type that is very much similar to that of
what you've seen
a lot of people.
Gotcha.
Kind of like you.
Okay.
Gotcha. So we want someone who's desirable. Maybe not by everybody, but by
then that I can agree with. Disagree, yeah.
Like, because we all got a type. Like, I know that a lot of women like Drake. We're not saying that it's got to be desirable on that level, but like somebody's got to,
Okay.
It's definitely,
so a couple amount of people like this person. Is basically what you're saying.
If you put that person on Tinder, they get swiped right quite a few times.
Gotcha. Then we can keep it like that. No. I got a super chat that I saw. Let's jump into that real quick. Woo! Let's see. New trait. Well, I missed one. Let me make sure I didn't miss any. If your guy didn't even know, we did that one already. And thank you for the super chats, by the way. I really appreciate that. All right. We got a... Let's get it. Yeah. Don, she's saying you want a girl who's attractive. Yes, then I agree to that. And every guy wants, but in the same breath, she's only accessible to you and only with you. Thoughts?
I guess that's.
And thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess that's what, but not every guy though. Again, like I guess just every guy with a type like yours, if that makes sense. Gotcha. Every guy who has those specific attributes is their type. Okay,
got you. All right, Call of Judy. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. He says, great stuff, Don. Salute, brother. I really appreciate that. Moving right along, and I think this is the last super chat. Then we get back into them. Chronos Absolution says, since super chat, I really appreciate that. He says, if women knew about post-nut clarity, they would have sex quicker to add value to a man they believe is worthy. If you choose wrong, that's wrong with you. What are your thoughts on that?
We know about post-nut clarity.
Okay,
we know
so
that
then
after you guys nut, you also kind of look at us in this kind of like, wait, she might be kind of ugly type thing. Like,
gotcha. So then why not have sex quicker then?
Because I feel like maybe you'll get to that she might be kind of ugly stage before we fuck if you see me a little bit more.
Stupid.
Like, you see me a little bit more, you go see all the facial expressions and shit. You'll be like, damn, her jawline is kind of strong.
Got you.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I could. I might not want to fuck that. And then like maybe you'll ease up a little bit, and I'll be like, he don't really like me. He ain't getting no ass.
Okay, but after you have sex, what value do you bring to the table? So basically, the question is, what value do you bring to the table besides sex?
Me?
What value do you bring to the table besides sex?
Okay, so are we talking about what women value or what men value? Because in my head,
when we say what values do you bring to the table, obviously we are talking about what men value. Because let's say we are having dinner, right? And you come to my house and I'm a vegan, but you don't know this. But no, I'm sorry. You do know that I'm a vegan, but you bring all meat dishes. You're like, here's some fucking steak, here's some chicken. This is what I bring to the table. I don't want meat. I want fucking veggie items. So that's what we asking here.
So that's what I'm saying. I guess it depends on the man. Because I had a guy I talked to at one point that was like, all he expects for his woman to do is cook, clean, and fuck.
Okay. Here's the thing. No. I want to be very clear. Here's the thing. Most guys are simple. There's not too many different things. So when he says cook, cleans, and fucks, all he's talking about is a guy. All he's talking about is a girl who's basically his assistant. In a sense, not necessarily a homemaker, because what if he's a chef? He's gonna be cooking most of the time. Then he needs somebody to clean the dishes or do the other stuff. No,
because he don't. A chef ain't gonna be like, I want a woman that can cook.
That's my point.
But that's what I'm saying though. So it kind of depends on the guy. Like if you're a man that likes to cook, you're not looking for a woman who can cook. Like my uncle.
But no. Okay, I think you're missing the overall thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter about cooking. It's more so about being his assistant. Make sense?
With any man?
Yes.
Oh well, shit. Okay. Well, for me, what do I bring?
But I don't want to answer for you. I want to know what your things
that's
that you
what I'm
bring
saying.
to
Like
the
for
table.
me, what do I bring to the table? I have a degree in public relations, so I kind of work in advertising and marketing.
Okay.
I didn't complete my MBA program because I want to go into the weed industry, but I do know a little bit about marketing and stuff, so I can definitely help a man grow a business and run a business. I currently do that for a couple of my clients, actually.
Okay.
I can roll a lovely blunt and I can select some great weed. But I also can cook. I am a certified junior culinarian. I took several culinary arts classes. Let's see. I clean very well. I'm well educated. I am 5'6.5", and I have a very long wingspan, so I can produce athletic children. Former gymnast at 13 years. So these are things. No, these are things that some men.
No. I gotta go ahead.
I bring. Yeah. So I'm telling you the things I bring to the table.
Okay. So some decent D1 kids.
Some business skills. I clean. I cook.
And you can clean and cook. Okay.
Oh wait, I drive pretty well.
You drive?
Some men don't like to drive. I don't know if you know. Like, there's a lot of guys who like really just don't like driving.
Maybe I'm weird. I don't like to drive, but I wouldn't let a woman drive me.
I kind of heard that from some people too. But but outside that, I'm very spiritual. I'm very motivational. Like I try to have like all types of like positive energy. That's why I see my therapist weekly, because I'm focused on my mental health and being whole.
Okay.
Because I'm a firm believer that if you're not whole going into a relationship, then some person's gonna get drained in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
And
I agree with that.
And somebody said head game, and you know.
All right. Anyway, out of those qualities that you named, how many of those you think men actually want? And I know we're speaking in general terms.
How many do men actually want? Well, I think the head game is number one.
Head game. Okay, good sex. Yes,
I think that's definitely probably number one with a man. Okay. And I feel like a woman who has like a high sex drive.
I would actually say that's false, but
really?
I'll let you continue. Go ahead. No,
really?
Continue.
No, for real, like.
No, so sex. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Do not get it twisted. Sex is very, very important, but more important than sex is loyalty.
I could see that, because with cheating, like, men are different with that in comparison to women, as far as like not being as forgiving.
Yes.
So I could see that, but I feel like me, just like relationship wise, you know, I said like the only time I've ever cheated was when I was cheating back. Therefore, like when it comes to loyalty. Once we get to that point to where like I've decided that I'm loyal to you, it really takes a lot for that to be severed. Like,
okay, but no, let's pause for just 1 second. What is your definition of loyal? Because there's a lot of different ways to show loyalty. For instance, if a guy is taking care of you financially, or even if I know you probably got your own bag or whatever, but he's taking care of your lifestyle and he's providing for you, being secure, providing for you security, etc., blah, blah, blah. Are you willing to delete your Instagram for this guy?
Okay, I don't feel like that's considered loyalty.
Okay.
But the only reason I say that is because, first off, I don't want a man to take care of me completely financially.
Got you.
And Instagram is kind of a part of my streams of income.
Got you.
So I feel like for me, that's more so of like a insecurity thing versus a. If you know that I make money off Instagram.
Oh, no. Okay, then yeah. Okay, I thought you were speaking in general terms.
No, not in general terms. But like, if you know that this is like
your job,
the attention kind of helps me, this is where I get my money from, then why would you tell me no? And I mean, like, if it's just like, oh, I can take care of you, I don't really like that. Okay. Because that's just like, okay, but what if you decide not to? My Instagram gone. What? Now what? So now I gotta go to work, regular 9 to 5. Gotcha. No, I don't want to do that. But outside of like that, I definitely feel like loyalty is it consists of honesty and genuinely being there for a person through their good times and their bad times, because I feel like we're all human, and like I think when you're with someone, you have to understand that people have different faces, so to speak, and just understanding that like just because a person has shown this face at one point doesn't mean that's who they are at all times. So like loyalty also means being willing to work through things with a person. So like if you're going, so like you said, if a man's taking care of me, if we go through some shit and you're really like, you're good to me and I see that you add to my life, at that point I'm willing to work through it with you. And that's kind of where my loyalty shows. That shows like, I'm like, okay, well maybe you should come, maybe we should do like a couples therapy session. So like I think loyalty is more so in an aspect of like genuinely being a friend. Okay. Honestly, like when it comes to a relationship, because like when you're in a romantic relationship with a person, the whole like friendship aspect kind of goes pushed aside for a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of times. When that loyalty comes in, I guess I expect the same thing from my romantic partner that I would expect from like my best friends. Yeah. But you know, with the romantic aspect added to it, so that's where that loyalty is for me.
And then also another thing that you miss is peace.
Well, shit, if my friends don't provide peace, then...
No, I'm not talking about friends. I'm talking about what you bring to the table.
Well, I said I'm spiritual, and, you know, I'm a motivator. And, you know,
well, that didn't translate to peace, though.
Well, I'm big on my personal peace, and I'm big on protecting my peace. Therefore, I don't want anybody to disrupt my peace. So if you're not a peaceful person, and like I said, I understand we go through shit, but I need you to be able to kind of fix it at some point. Gotcha. If you need to go see the lady, then go see her.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait.
You never seen the memes where like the dude be like dude be cheating, he be like, I'm gonna go talk to the lady. It's like you need to go talk to the lady.
Hold on. So a guy is a great guy, boyfriend or whatever, blah blah blah, husband, whatever, y'all got kids, etc. But every once in a while he cheats. Is that acceptable to you? Wait, what? What the fuck? Did I trigger something? You got PTSD? What the fuck just happened?
This conversation, I've just heard it so many times, and to each his own.
Okay, I'm not even talking about to each his own. I'm talking about to you personally.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
To each his own. If you feel like it's okay for a man to cheat respectfully, then that's for y'all.
Okay.
But for me, if we have decided that we are going to be together and I am being faithful to you, don't cheat on me.
Okay.
They right, anxiety attack. Don't cheat on me. Because that's what I had. That's exactly what the hell I just had. Like, do not cheat on me.
Okay.
Because...
Okay. So
yeah, no, let's not do that.
Men and women cheat differently. No. So let me give you a scenario. And let me just, would you break up with this person? Yes or no? Okay. You ready? All right. So you dating this person. Y'all go on a trip somewhere. He goes to the bathroom. You see his phone light up, and you see like a message that says, "Hey, I need some money for this month's rent." And you see the message. You open it. You find out that this person been taking care of someone financially. No, sex or no sex. Let's assume no sex.
I would rather he was fucking her than to be taking care of her, because that's different. Because if he's taking care of her, that means that he's actually invested in her life. He's invested in her well-being. Okay. A man can go to the strip club today, see a bad bitch, and be like, you know what? Let's get a room. Yeah. I would rather that than you. Who? That's I'm shaking the table. I am shaking the table. No, shit. Because like that's different. That means you're taking care of her. You heard care. You
feel that pain?
Care.
You feel that? You feel that pain? That's real cheating for a guy.
Yeah. No, don't do that.
She look crazy, y'all. If y'all dating this one, I don't know about this one.
Just don't cheat on me. I feel because.
But that's what I mean. Cheating is different for guys than it is for women.
And see, like the thing is, for me, like I'm one of those people where. Because I grew up with guys, because I grew up with hoes, better yet, I know that it's a lot easier to just keep it a band with a dude. So like me, I'm one of those people where I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna be fucking other bitches, like that's fine. I don't believe in having multiple sexual partners, but like as long as like nobody's coming to me, and this is not in a relationship. Got you. This is more so like if I'm talking to someone then we're sleeping together. Okay, friends of benefits. Like yeah. But it'd be a little like I'd be dating this person, dating but not exclusively. Let's put it like that. Okay. So like in those instances, I'm not necessarily like crazy because like I know that we're not together, and I know
where you stand at.
And I would rather allow someone to do what they want to do, and that way it shows me what they'd rather do. Like giving him that leeway. Oh, God. No, because you're a man. Nah.
I'm about to say yes, exactly. No guy is gonna. Most of the time, guys get into relationships out of necessity. They don't get into relationships because they want to be tied to this one woman for the rest of their life. That's not how we are programmed. We are programmed to procreate with as many women as possible. And if generally speaking, if a guy has the opportunity to do that, he will. If he has the options and the opportunity to do that.
That just means he ain't the one for me. Like
that means no male mammal. Male human mammal is the one for you.
Well, I guess that's fine.
Or unless he's very religious, or just mentally is just the mind of a monogamous person. I guess.
I feel like, for me, and like the lifestyle that I want, and like the future that I aspire to have, as far as like having a family and like. Literally like developing generational wealth with someone, when you want that with a person, I mean, yeah, like you might want to sleep with other people, I don't know,
yes,
but
I'm telling you straight up, yes.
Hey,
but some people won't, and here's the difference,
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you value everything else that I bring to the table, and know that's pretty much the only damn thing that you can't do. Go to the strip club.
No. No, as well as pay for people's stuff. You just said that.
I said cheat in general, all of it.
So that's no. I want to be very clear. So that including in cheating.
Hell yes.
But I thought cheating was just sexual. I thought cheating was just.
No.
What if you're not having sex at all with this person?
I just told you. Cheating. I feel like cheating just because men cheat with their dicks and not typically with their emotions. Cheating is cheating.
Okay.
Because I feel like anything you don't want me doing is technically cheating. Like, because as a man, you know that we cheat emotionally. So if I'm texting somebody and we conversing every day and he making me giggle and shit.
Yeah.
I'm cheating.
Yes.
Exactly. Therefore, anything you don't want me doing, I don't want you doing. That's it.
All right, we got a super chat. Let's get into the super chat. Let's see. I need to get my glasses. CK sends a super chat. I really appreciate it. He says, spiritual equals for the streets. High value men are not friends to their women. They are a leader. When a man opens up to their woman about their problems, that pee will dry up like the Sahara Desert. What are your thoughts on that?
That's that old damn slave mentality and shit. No.
So you saying you would rather your guy open up to you?
Yes, because I've dated men who literally like close themselves off when they are going through things. And because I communicate effectively, because I see a therapist and I work on my mental health and I know how to be a normal human being, when someone closes themselves off, I automatically know that like something's not right because that's not your normal demeanor.
Yeah.
Therefore, and if it's a man, he just dry as fuck all the time anyway with no emotions. I don't like him anyway, so I'm not gonna get to the point of having to see him open up.
Got you. But if he's like lively, etc., then you see a difference.
And you're not talking to me about it.
Gotcha.
Because like there's no way that you can go from being yourself to hiding your feelings and portraying the same personality to me. That's just not how it works. Especially if we talk every day. Because that means because I'm one of those people, I learn your schedule, I learn your demeanor. Like I'm like I told you I read a person.
Yeah. Okay.
So like yes, it's all right. But you know, it's just like when you see that with a person, honestly, that's really what made the coochie dry up. Because
it's not venting to the person.
I'm not gonna say not venting, but just by if you say like, hey, I'm going through something right now, like, and you gotta say exactly that, but you're like, I got a lot going on and I'm just like, nah, I need some space or whatever. That's different. But I feel like if I'm like in a relationship with that person, or I feel like, especially if we having sex and we just, you know, like we talking every day and we dating or whatever, if you don't feel comfortable talking to me, I'm just kind of like, well, I know this ain't really going nowhere.
Oh, God. Here's what I got to say to that.
Go ahead. Please give me a minute.
Because most of the time, and I'm speaking generally, when you start to vent to a female, to a woman, they start to look at you as weak. They start to look at you as less masculine, etc., etc. So the attraction level starts to die. Generally speaking, again, generally, women look for security. So if you is a guy who starts to have emotional tendencies because maybe you're going through some things, she will start to look at you as less secure. So then again, generally speaking, will start to look elsewhere of other people who are more secure than you are. It's kind of the analogy that I just thought of in my head. To me personally, it's like you with a woman and y'all are like 18 years old, but she starts to get fat. Like you like, girl, you're not supposed to be fat. Like get your ass together. Like fucking figure that shit out. It's the same thing with a guy that's conventing, emotional tendencies.
Okay. I understand what you're saying, simply because I'm a suppressor and I don't like voice a lot of my emotions. So I can understand the whole like there's some things that I feel like I'm supposed to deal with on my own. And I feel like and as a female, I can the pussy dry up at this thing, at this portion. Yeah, there are certain things where I just kind of be like, okay, sir. Like, I would handle this. I wouldn't be complaining to you about this shit, so please shut the fuck up.
Gotcha.
But when it comes to like family things, career, the things that actually matter, because like I know that with men, like finance and stability are like really big things for them. Like those are kind of like the main things that you guys have to have stabilized in order for you to even want to be married.
Yeah.
So like when it comes to things that affect those areas of your life, I feel like if you're not able to vent to me about those, you don't see a future for us at all.
That's not
unless we ain't, but not in the beginning though. I'm not saying like just like we've been talking for 3 months, but like if we are in a relationship, if we're like if we're in a relationship or working towards a relationship as far as like dating almost exclusively, you know, I feel like even if you don't vent to me the way you vent to your homeboys, I get it, but to shut me out and not even let me know that something's going on, like not even give me a little summary.
Okay, so my question to you would be, what's the point? Because maybe I'm different than most guys, but here's what happens when I have problems. I don't necessarily show it that I have problems. Like me personally, you would never know that I'm fucking have issues that's going on in my life. I would still act the same. I would still move the same. I would still talk the same. It would just be, I would maybe be more isolated or be less going to events or etc. Things like that. That would be the only change of me personally. Again, I don't know if every guy's the same way like that. So for me, I don't see the benefit of venting that to a woman if, number one, she's not going to be able to help you through that. Or number two, if you vent it the wrong way, she might actually look at you as less masculine or less attractive and move on to someone else, versus you just continue to act the same and you deal with the problem on the back end and you just fix the problem and then you continue forward.
I guess so. Like, yeah, me too. Like when it comes to like the way you process your emotions, but sometimes just being able to say what you're going through makes you feel better, especially when you're in a space where you know that person won't judge you. And that's why I say that lets me know that me and that person are going nowhere, because me being the person that I am, so like I'm one of those people who I don't come from your general background. Like I've literally seen some of everything in my life. Therefore, I'm not judgmental at all. Like I mean, like I'm human, so I'm but when it comes to like actually just, I don't hold anything against a person. Like of course I have opinions, but I don't hold anything against a person. So if you're dating me, then you know that about me. You've seen me and my friends. Because like when I tell you my friends come from all different walks of life, and I'm kind of like the friend that everybody kind of comes to. So like it's like if you don't feel like you can come to me, then you don't like my ass. Like you can't like me.
So cool. So question. You think all women share that same sentiment as you do? Or not even all women, generally speaking, women share that?
No, so that's why I can't speak for everybody else.
Got you.
Because I honestly feel like I'm the outlier. But I think that's because most women don't grow up as the only girl in their families. Like,
exactly. So as a guy, you can't just turn on and off that switch of venting to a specific type of person. Like I personally say just vent to your homeboys, so your friends that are in the same fields or in the same thing that you're going through, because they can, number one, listen to you and not lose attraction because they don't have attraction for you, and number two, they can actually help you through those problems. Because as a man, normally or generally speaking, you can't know what I'm going through if I'm venting your problems. You just be like, oh okay, what are you gonna do? Like, oh okay babe, we'll get through it.
See, I'm not, that's not really, unless it's just like some family shit, because that's really like the only thing that I can't, in my head, like that I can't add to in any way, shape, or form. But like, career wise, like shit, there's something I can do. Like there's something. There's something that I can do to add, to make your day better in some way, shape, or form.
Yes, make me a sandwich.
Okay, but if I don't know that your ass need a sandwich because you shutting up, how am I supposed to know to do something that? Because like
no, I get it. No, I said it as a joke, but you brought up something that you should know. Like here's a scenario. Would you rather have someone you say, hey, can you rub my feet, and then they rub your feet, or would you rather have someone you just walk in and they just walk in behind you and just start rubbing your feet?
Okay, no, you got a point. Yeah, you have a point.
So exactly. So it's not necessarily all the time you should have to tell the other person. It's kind of like I wouldn't even call it a feeling.
Rubbing your feet. How can I if you having a problem with work and you're not talking about that, I can't just walk in and say, hey babe, let me send this email for you, because I don't know that.
I get it, but yeah,
you're not gonna, and that's not gonna be like, you're not gonna like walk in tired and to where I was just like, oh, let me like, get it. That's not the same. So like and that's why I say like the bigger.
Oh no, I was changing the conversation to that, because that's something that I just wanted to ask you personally.
You're just supposed to know.
No, not know in that manner of the work stuff, but I'm talking about
like,
in
just
general.
Supposed to know, to read your partner, to understand that.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I feel like that, but I feel like that comes along with like actually spending time with that person and getting to know them.
Okay.
You have to literally like learn their demeanor in a sense.
Yeah. Okay, I would agree. Hold on, we got some super chats in the building. Let's see, because they just popped up like crazy. All right. We have. Don't worry about it. Sends a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. He says, so basically you have to have multiple personalities to keep up with a woman's multiple personalities.
Yes.
So, you just said straight up yes. All right.
Especially if she's a Pisces or a Gemini.
One of those. All right. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. We have another one from CK, says, men are solution oriented. So when they go through issues, they talk to their male friends. Women are not built to take on problems men go through, especially finance and work. Venting is emotional. It doesn't solve things. What are your thoughts?
Why do you think most men go to their moms when they have problems if women are not built to take on their issues?
Because, got your ass. because their mom loves them unconditionally. So with women, they love you under conditions. They don't love you unconditionally.
He said women. Your mama's still a woman. Women are built to take on, just because a woman, that specific woman may not be accepting of what you're going through, but she built to take it on. It's just for the right person.
Yes, it's because it
has nothing to do with how we're built. It has everything to do with what we want to deal with.
I don't know. Your mama you gotta explain that. No, you gotta explain that.
You said your mom's gonna love you unconditionally, regardless of what you're going through.
Yes.
Like you go to your mom, you can talk to her about it, and she's not gonna say, "Baby, fuck no, I can't help you." Like, bye, go find a new mama. But a female may do that. So that's why you're saying that men will go to their mom.
And not even necessarily fuck you. It could just be subconscious. And then I don't think it happens off of one problem. It happens off of a multitude of problems or a multitude of venting to this woman.
No, sometimes it can be once.
No, I agree.
Because I've been the female to be like, you know what? I can't deal with his ass.
But no, I agree. But I'm saying, generally speaking, it happens over a little bit of time. It's not just one problem that happens and then they outski. It's like, oh, this person's getting weak. Oh, this person being weaker. Oh, this person getting weak. Oh, I need to find someone else to fucking grab onto.
Yeah, sometimes. Okay. But I feel like from the beginning, if like, I'm just a firm believer that you already knew that you ain't want to be there. If it's just like little things that kind of, you knew there was something that told you from the beginning.
Okay.
So like when it comes to like finance and work, there are women who literally, hell, Kim Kardashian helped Kanye financially, and at some point she was like, you know what, it's just too fucking much. And I feel like when Kanye complained about the damn Band-Aids, she knew then that she didn't want to be with his ass, but you know, she let it slide. So as a woman, I feel like it's not that we ain't built to go through certain stuff. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with shit, and you just be like, you know what, he's not the one. So it's just like the pussy thing. Some people get it sooner than others. Yeah. You deal with more shit with some people than you will with others.
Okay. I like that. Let's continue and finish up.
It was like, can we have sex now?
Oh, hold on. We got another super chat. And then we can get back to the video. Thank you for the super chats, though, by the way. I really appreciate that. Bada bing, bada boski. All right. CK says another super chat. Like I said, I appreciate that. He says, that's in single parent households, which are the most destructive, where sons go to their mom. In nuclear families, men go to their father when they have issues. Ooh.
Lies.
Ooh.
Not everyone.
Ooh.
Not everyone. you still have, especially in families where you have a son and a daughter, because typically your daughter is going to be like a daddy's girl and your son's going to be a mama's boy. I see that with my niece and my nephew, and with like some men in my family as well, like, that come from nuclear families. And like the thing is, sometimes you're just closer to your mama. Like,
okay, I get it, but no, I get what you're saying, but me personally, as a man, I'm thinking of how to solve the problem. Not necessarily, I'm not looking for comfort. I'm looking of how can I move past this problem and past this issue. So generally speaking, a mother is not going to know the same problem I have than a father would. I'm just keeping it a buck right now. I'm not from a nuclear family where I grew up with mom and dad. But if I had a problem, I would more so like to go to my dad versus my mom, because I know that he could understand it better, tell me, his thoughts of what mistakes he made as a man or didn't make, and etc. Versus my mom, maybe more consoling and more nurturing and not really problem solving, if that makes sense.
Oh no, that makes sense. But I guess to play devil's advocate, in my family, as far as like with finance and stuff, like my mom was more of the financial being, which is typically that's typically like the male trait in a lot of households. Yeah. So had she had a son, it would make more sense for him to go to her.
Gotcha.
So like, I don't really feel like
that's so some outliers.
I just feel like it depends on the relationship between that mother and son, or that father and daughter, simply because like everybody doesn't have these traditional roles in everybody's household. So hey.
Okay, I appreciate the super chat though. Let's jump back into the video. That's boo 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 bookie boo bookie boo.
I was like, no, it just didn't happen. It's so bizarre. I mean, it's bizarre.
The point of the matter is this.
It's a situation.
The point of the matter is this.
So
like I said,
can I just finish my question, because I want you to enlighten me.
Is it a question? It sounds more like a statement.
No, and so my other question is, why, again, because I feel like I haven't gotten an answer, why is your approach the only valid approach to get to a girl, as opposed to what I just said?
Because if you leave it to women's devices, you're going to do exactly what you did.
Can I finish my question? Because when you tell a guy, because I want you to finish explaining. So, because when you tell a guy, this is the way to do it, and if they don't fuck you on the second date, they fucking suck, and they're awful, and they're manipulators. And if that's the only road that these guys are willing to take or allowed to take, what happens to all the other variety of like fucking things that can happen in life to these guys to get a girl?
Because the problem is, when you put women in the driver's seat of when sex is going to happen, you're going to take a loss as a man. Period.
God,
you guys
both
are going to
people be in the driver's seat?
Can you let me finish now? No, it shouldn't be both people in the driver's seat, because women aren't built to lead. Men are. Men lead, women follow. You guys are 1,000% incapable of leading men within the confinements of any relationship. It's been in every biblical text, Islamic text, Judaic text. Like, women aren't built to lead. So when you're in the driver's seat and you're driving the relationship, it's an automatic loss. So we tell guys, you need to be in the driver's seat, and to be in the driver's seat, you need to basically ensure that you're always pushing towards sex and getting it out of the way as quickly as possible. Because this is what happens. You end up like this guy, nice guy, funny, etc. I'm turned on by this. But your actions showed otherwise. You leveraged sex against him for 3 different occasions. You didn't fuck him on the 3rd time. And honestly, you might not understand this, but men, we have to invest time, resources, attention, etc. to give you guys what you want. Women want attention, men want sex. The problem is this: women are very good at getting attention and resources from men without giving up sex. So we teach guys how to play the game that you guys play, leveraging sex to try to get some kind of compliance. So we tell guys, the way you're going to beat women at that, and I shouldn't be exposing all this, but I will anyway. You need to get sex quickly from women to get it out the way, because once you have sex with a girl as a man, you get the leverage. That's why women don't like fucking quickly, because they know once I fuck you, it's incumbent upon you to keep me. And let's keep it a stack.
Most women on top of that too.
And so why does
hold on, I didn't finish.
God damn, you've been talking all the time. The main thing too, my guy, and what you need to understand is
before Mr. Organik speaks, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I've always been told that before the sex, the woman's definitely like leading where the relationship goes.
Yes.
Afterwards,
women are the gatekeepers of sex. Men are the gatekeepers of relationships.
Yes. But
okay.
Like, I completely understand. But just for my own sanity, I just kind of feel like a little extra investment in the beginning is just gonna make me feel a little more secure about what's happening afterwards. And I think that depends on the female though, because you have some people who have casual sex, don't think about it afterwards, but oh, that was great, move forward. Me, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was great. Are we gonna hang out later this week?
No, I agree. Don't get it twisted. So we speaking on two different sides. So on your side, yes, do your thing, do you, but just make sure that you add value soon as that fucking sex happen to be able to keep a man. On this side though, what I'm telling the guys, telling myself, get sex as fast as possible, because again, you don't even know a woman, you don't know yourself, you don't know the situation until sex actually happens. So yes, do your side, do you, leverage guys, the girls that got these OnlyFans, get your simp money, etc. But on this side, no, don't fucking pay for the OnlyFans. Fucking stop spending out outrageous amount of money on first dates, second dates, even third dates, and make sure she's your girl, that she invested so much into you. Then reward her for that, not necessarily just because she got a vagina. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, hey.
All right, let's continue.
See, the whole what it boils down to, what we all need to know behind closed doors, what all us guys know, you looking for a relationship, he looking for pussy. So he doing all these dating and shit, he really ain't trying to be your boyfriend. He just want to fuck you. So he really faking the whole time. He telling these good jokes, he probably looking up online, getting the good jokes. He really ain't trying to be with you like that. He trying to fuck you. He doing whatever he can, trying to be the funniest motherfucker in the world, just to get that pussy. Trying to tell you want a relationship, you want pussy. It's totally different objectives.
And once
that's what we got to tell them to get to it.
No man wants a relationship.
For the women,
majority of them don't.
But here's what happens.
If he do, he's still gonna fuck other pussy anyway. So
that's the difference in your
logic.
logic.
Let me just finish my point.
It's the end goal. It's the end what you want at the end.
Let me just finish my point. The point I'm trying to make is that once the girl has sex with the guy, she loses leverage, and women don't like not having leverage when it comes to relationships with men. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So once you lose the leverage, it's on you to keep the guy. A guy game is getting the girl. Girl game is keeping the guy post sex. And a lot of women don't like having to have the burner performance put on them for once. So that's the reality. You might not know this on a conscious level, but this is why women withhold sex from men.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
You know
it's
what
a
I'm saying?
conscious choice. Can I ask you another?
All right, now what are your final thoughts? Yeah, she definitely had a lot of questions.
No, I definitely see where they're coming from, just on like logic based. Do I want to play by those terms? No, not really.
What do you mean? Because you have to. You already said you don't give up sex fast.
Well, no, I don't. I'm saying, do I want to play by the terms that he's teaching men to play by?
Of course, because that's a different perspective. Of course not, because then you would have a high body count with all these different dudes, and you don't want that.
Yeah, because it's just like, he's literally just basically saying like, okay, guys, like make these women just try out every time.
Yes. That's facts. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Well, of course you don't. But I'm saying guys should 100%, because that lets you know.
But what if you already know that she brings things to the table?
How could you possibly know that? Please explain.
By talking to me.
Okay, by talking and actions is two completely different things.
I mean, but you. That's just like when a job looks at your resume and they interview you. When they hire you, they don't just know like they don't know that you're going to come in and actually perform exactly as it says you will on your resume. But they do know what qualifications you have, and like, okay, he's got these skills and these skills. And I just feel like seeing it on paper.
I'm so confused.
No, until you actually perform the job, which is, I guess, like. For you, sex, and you still can like look at the resume and like understand like, okay, she brings this and that to the table. Outside of sex, there are other things that can be brought forward.
I see what you're saying, but no. So sex is like this big ass mountain that you can't see even past, because you want to fucking. It's like looking forward and you see a mountain right there, but behind it could be even more dope mountains. Even higher than the one that you see, but you're so close to this mountain that you can't see the other mountains behind it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear it. Wow.
Goddamn, I just thought that shit in my head. That shit was fire.
That's right. And I'm over here looking like, well, shit, that's disappointing.
So once you climb that mountain and you have the sex, then you could see very clearly all the other things that you could see around the horizon.
Well, I guess as a man, You guys should just like work on your clarity, and maybe your vision will be clearer throughout the
Here she go attacking guys. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. We got some super chats, and then we can wrap things up. Cole Stilson super chat, really appreciate it. He says, I like all the qualities she brings to the table, including the education and success. I like smart women, and the money she earns is a plus. A leader doesn't need financial leverage to attract women. Facts. What are your thoughts?
That's true. Because, like, I mean, if you're demonstrating, if you show a woman that you're going somewhere, you don't necessarily need money to do that. Like, well, a lot of money. If you're doing well as far as, you know, surviving in this world, and you're showing her, like, even though I'm making this much money, I'm surviving, and I'm doing these things with it, and I have these kind of plans. It's a little different. Okay. Like, that shows her that you have plans for financial stability.
Okay. We got another super chat. Big Booty Bandit just sends $10. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Maybe you meant to say something in that. If you did, I want you to put like an apostrophes and then your question or your statement, and then just type it again. But you just sent just a regular super chat. But what are your overall and closing thoughts?
Based on the video?
Based on the video, based on the withholding of sex, of the what are women actually aroused by versus what they say they're aroused by and say that they like.
Okay, first off, I think she was just confused with the whole what women are aroused by thing, because I think she was more so saying like what she's attracted to, like what makes her want to date a guy, and you know, like what makes him fuckable to her later on. But as far as the whole like making guys wait for sex thing, I just feel like that's a personal preference. That it really depends on the female, because like you have some females who don't value sex in the same way. It depends on how you value sex, how you are attached to sex. Like, are you an emotional sexual being? Are you a person who literally just enjoys the act as a whole? Gotcha. So like, for me, I'm gonna maintain my leverage. But,
as you should.
Look, but if you don't value sex in that way, then technically it's not really leverage.
Wait, what?
If you're, as a female, if you don't value sex in the manner of like, oh, if I withhold it from him, then like, you know, that means that I really like him more later on. Okay. If that's not how you view it, then technically it's not leverage.
It's still leverage, because that's what the guy is going after.
Yeah, but she's just giving it up anyway. So like in her head, like as a female, you're not thinking of it as a stake. You're thinking of it as something that's just like going on a date. That's a part of it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, to him, until he realizes that she was down. Like when you realize that she was down to fuck from the beginning, you just kind of like, oh, okay, bet.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I ain't got, like, it's not leverage anymore. It's definitely just a part of the process. You just happy to be there.
Okay, say less. Big Booty Bandit just says, no, just showing support. I really appreciate that, man. Cute Dude 13. I hate your name, bro. This is just so stupid. Let me put you up on the screen, actually. If a girl asks to change the time of date, if I agree to move the time, does she see me as flimsy and weak and be more likely to flake the next time? I'm guessing. I'm gonna put this question to you. That's a good
honestly
question. Yeah.
Okay. If she asks to change the time of the date and she actually wants to reschedule that day, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, this came up, or like I have to do this later on, can we go on Friday? What's your availability? Blah blah. Okay. Then you know she's not gonna flake. Okay. Now if she say I'm gonna take a rain check, she don't like your ass already.
True. So her interest is not high enough.
Yeah. That's so facts. Like, I mean, if you're really convinced that like, you know, she could be the one or something, then I suggest putting some more energy into it. But unless if you're just trying to fuck, then sorry, you wasting your time, because you probably gonna end up you might go on a date, maybe 2. But she gonna finesse you. Like, she's going for the food. She's not going because she wants to go.
Well, that's why you should go to at most 3 dates before you. If you ain't get somewhere and you about to literally fuck on the 3rd day, then I would just say cut it to the curve for sure, ski. But thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Khalid says, send a super chat. I really appreciate that. He says, do a majority of women prefer white men? Thoughts?
I don't think so.
I think so.
You think majority of women prefer white men?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, well,
Cupid, Tinder. There was a lot of other dating apps. They released some data, some statistics about who is the most desirable versus who's the least desirable in men and women. And what they found was Asian women was the most desirable, and I think it was white men that was the most desirable. The least desirable was like fucking black woman on the woman's side, and on the guy side, I think it was Asian men, if I'm not mistaken, on the guy side.
I could actually see that.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I'm assuming like black men are right after the white men on the level of desirability, though. I need
to look at it again, but if I remember correctly, that's what it was.
Okay, because I was about to say, because if you think that's the only reason why I questioned it, simply because a lot of women like black men these days, like
that's true.
Them. So
that's true.
So that was a question.
But let me finish. He says, I'm a millionaire, but don't show my money at all. Besides a car, I'll drive. Notice I can only compete W money. I would say don't use your money, use your lifestyle. Though to me, those are two completely different things. So, and then not necessarily even a luxurious lifestyle, just that you traveling a lot, or that you are around a lot of dope people, you're doing a lot of dope things, etc. And you showcase that through Instagram, through whatever apps or shit that you're using. I don't know, Tinder, Hinge, Twitter, all the YouTube videos, etc. You basically, a woman comes into your life, she sees your lifestyle, it's like, damn, I kind of want to be a part of that. And then you can move on from there. So I wouldn't necessarily it's the money. I think it's the lifestyle that creates. I think it's the lifestyle that the money creates.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts?
It seems as if, based off the way he's asked the question, it seems as if he's like looking for a desirable woman. Mm-hmm. And I think that's definitely based off of the lifestyle. But I feel like in attracting that and actually attracting a woman who wants you versus just your money, you're going to have to like search for the lifestyle that you actually enjoy, not just not just looking for status everywhere. Like look for status among your people. Because like, hey, you could be real eclectic and artsy, and you can definitely find some artsy millionaires and a bad bitch that wants an artsy millionaire. Like you
that's
just
who's
gotta
in that lifestyle, who understands that lifestyle.
You just gotta go where your people are. And that's where you're going to find the kind of, even if it's a woman that's, just something to fuck on. Like, when you go where your people are, you at least going to find somebody that you actually enjoy being around versus just anybody. Because you take your money to the club, especially here in Atlanta, somebody going to take it. And
especially nowadays, you're going to be
somebody going to take your money. But you might, there's a great chance you will not enjoy your time around them.
That's some great perspective. But like I said, to put a button on it, don't showcase your money, showcase your lifestyle. So whoever you are, maybe you're just an anime ass person, showcase that, but showcase it in a cool way. I want that to be a caveat. All right. And final thoughts. Oh, hold on. I think someone sent it. He says, number 1, white woman. Wait. 2, black men. H men. I don't even know what all these things mean, so I'm gonna skip it for right now. But to put a summary on everything, you do say that what a woman likes majority of the time is not necessarily what they aroused by.
Yes.
Okay, got you. All right, moving on. And then you say that generally speaking, if you like somebody, all your other girlfriends will like that same person because y'all have general interests in guys, correct?
No. I said all of my friends would be attracted to someone of a similar lifestyle.
Okay.
But not necessarily that same person. Well, not even just lifestyle, but like, similar attributes as far as like those top 4 we were talking about. But outside of that, like, that attractiveness scale, like that's what we all kind of teeter.
Okay, say less. And then the last super chat, then we'll close things up. Daniel says, I love the podcast, keep it up, don't let the ladies cap though. Never in my life, especially not going forward. But I don't think she capped that much. But if she did call cap.
I promise.
Maybe at the beginning when she said she ain't talking to nobody, but you can't really prove that. All right, but anyway, whatever. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and then where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at I'm Canabete, YouTube at Canabete TV, and TikTok at I'm Canabete.
Okay, how you spell the Canabete for Instagram?
I am CANNABAETAE.
Okay, I should have put that in the description, but I didn't. But once I do, I want you guys to go there and I want you to put cap emojis anywhere that you can. All right. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like. And if you want to finish watching Fresh and Fit podcast, the whole episode, I think it will be in the description below. Join the Patreon Army, and I'm out. Peace.
Bye.
Bada beeski. Let me end this Swimski.